Welcome, wrestling fans and WWE Universe, to Tim Reynolds Show for this live play-by-play and reaction for the 2026 WWE SummerSlam weekend here on Night 2 in Minnesota, where we will see a stacked card. Excuse me, sorry about that, guys. Where we will see a stacked card here tonight to kick us off here for Night 2 of WWE SummerSlam. Hope you guys are ready for one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now, let's go. Hope you guys are doing well. We got Christopher in the chat. How we doing, everybody? So let's make sure everything is up and running, ladies and gentlemen, and appreciate everybody hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show, and welcome to my live play-by-play and reaction for Night 2 of WWE SummerSlam in Minnesota here on August 2nd, 2026. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you, everybody, hanging out here on the channel. And it looks like we are up and running and doing good. Welcome! There we go. All right. Thank you, everybody. Let's get right into it, man. Appreciate you, Christopher, hanging out with us here already on Tim Reynolds Show. And all right, guys, let's get right into this preview of today. I'm here for this upcoming WWE Premium Live event. As a matter of fact, guys, I think one thing we're going to do real quick is we're going to go ahead and just recap yesterday very quickly. And hope everybody is having a wonderful Sunday. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we get right into it, don't forget to like and subscribe. And all right, guys, as we go over what happened yesterday on Night 1 of WWE SummerSlam. As we see here, guys, we did get started out with the Women's World Championship matchup, where we did see Liv Morgan defend her title against the 2026 Queen of the Ring, Io Sky. And what was an incredible match just to kick us off here for WWE SummerSlam weekend. And ladies and gentlemen, we would see an incredible matchup, but you knew it was only a matter of time until we seen Judgment Day get involved in this matchup, and then we would see Liv Morgan take advantage as she was able to put down the 2026 Queen of the Ring, and still your WWE Women's World Champion, it's Liv Morgan, the greatest women's champion of all time. Right. As Judgment Day's Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez helped out Liv Morgan and helped her to get the victory to kick off Night 1 of WWE SummerSlam. All right, guys, and getting into our next matchup here on WWE SummerSlam, Night 1, that is. We would see, guys, after this, the 6-man tag match where we would get the Bloodline in action with Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, and Royce Keys on the other side, as we would see Jimmy and Jey Uso and the Samoan Werewolf Jacob Fatu battle it out in what was an extraordinary matchup there. I gotta tell you guys, this 6-man tag was not only entertaining, but it was also just hilarious to see Solo Sikoa on this babyface run. Guys, he had the whole crowd out there laughing their butts off. I'm telling you, man, it was an incredible matchup with these 6 men inside the ring at the same time, and we would see your winners in this 6-man tag match were none other than Royce Keys, Solo Sikoa, and LA Knight. Yeah! And congratulations on LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, Royce Keys getting the victory here in this one on Night 1 of WWE SummerSlam. And not only that, guys, as we get to our next matchup after that 6-man tag match, as we review night 1 here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget, guys, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. As we get back right to it here, guys, we would then see Gunther, the Ring General, go one-on-one with Nick Aldis. And guys, this former SmackDown General Manager came in and delivered one hell of a fight in this one, but your winner in this one was the Ring General, Gunther! And even though he may have thought he killed the career of Nick Aldis, we did see after WWE SummerSlam Night 1 was over, we would see Nick Aldis be reinstated as the SmackDown General Manager. So congratulations to Nick Aldis. He finally got to compete inside a WWE ring. It was one hell of a matchup, but I think none of us were surprised that Gunther was able to get the victory. And then, guys, up after that, we would see a 6-woman tag match where we would have the Bella Twins, Nikki and Brie and Paige, taking on the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, as we would see Fatal Influences, Fallon Henley, Laney Reed, and also JC Jane battle it out in this matchup. And I'm telling you what, guys, this was one hell of a 6-woman tag match, but getting the victory was Fatal Influence after a rolling encore from JC Jane takes down Paige. But after the match is what everybody is talking about, because, ladies and gentlemen, we would see Nikki Bella attack Paige and turn her back on her friend, and it looks like Brie and Nikki Bella now are going to go after Paige after attacking her after the matchup here on WWE SummerSlam Night 1. And then, guys, that brings us to our last 2 matchups, where we would see in the co-main event of the evening, the undisputed WWE Championship matchup, where we would see the best in the world, CM Punk, taking on the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, in what was one hell of a matchup. But ladies and gentlemen, it was what happened after the match, or I should say during the match, that everybody was talking about, because, guys, we would see the return of the Viper, Randy Orton, as he would come and deliver 3 of the most deadliest words in all of sports entertainment. And you know exactly what those 3 letters are, ladies and gentlemen, as we would see Randy Orton hit the RKO, knocking out Cody Rhodes, and then we would see CM Punk be able to hit 3 GTSs to finally put away Cody Rhodes, and still your undisputed WWE Champion, CM Punk! And congratulations to Punk, now still your undisputed WWE Champion here after night 1 of WWE SummerSlam. And then, ladies and gentlemen, that would bring us to our main event of the evening, as we would see an epic Hell in the Cell matchup between the Beast, Brock Lesnar, and also, guys, we would see one hell of a fight with Oba Femi taking it to Brock Lesnar in this matchup, and we would see your winner is the ruler, Oba Femi! Congratulations to Oba. We did see Brock Lesnar show a sign of respect, raising the hand to Oba after that matchup was over. Congratulations to the 2026 King of the Ring, as now we'll find out what championship title Oba Femi will go after here after SummerSlam. All right, guys, so let's get into the matchups we're going to see here on night 2 of WWE SummerSlam. And I hope you guys are doing well. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show as we get ready to get this night 2 of WWE SummerSlam started. And a quick preview here for you guys. As we see here, guys, we've got the lineup here. The exact order of the lineup for everybody here. We'll check that out here on Tim Reynolds Show. And don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all. Okay. All right, so to get things started off here, guys, what's up, Corey? Martin, how's it?
Fights like this don't happen often. So when they do, you leave everything out there. Gears of War, D-Day, Wingstop. WWE Championship #1 contenders match. Introducing first,
And making his way to the ring, coming in at 190 pounds, he is Finn Balor! And ladies and gentlemen, at this same SummerSlam event 10 years ago, back in 2016, was when Finn Balor won the Universal WWE Championship, becoming a world champion in WWE for the first time in his career. And now, 10 years later, in 2026 at SummerSlam, Finn Balor has an opportunity in front of him to become the new #1 contender. And that's right, guys. After Sami Zayn lost the WWE Championship after only 9 days as champion, he now looks to redeem himself and get a huge victory here to kick off Night 2 of WWE SummerSlam that will allow him...
He's absolutely the caliber who should be competing at this level. However, this is simply unfair on Sami Zayn. And yes,
wow, guys, this is crazy.
So this is a triple threat match. Just one more thing.
What? What?
I didn't say I was only adding one more participant.
No, I gotta change my poll.
Second executive decision, and that was to make this a fatal four-way match.
Oh my gosh!
Which means we need one more participant.
It's Randy Orton. And making his return to the WWE, it's none other than KO, Kevin Owens! Yes! Let's go!
What the hell, Cole?
Oh my gosh, this is awesome!
Kevin Owens! I thought he had a broken neck! I thought his career was in jeopardy! Obviously, Sami Zayn did too! He looks like he's seen a ghost!
This is awesome, guys! Make sure you get your votes in! Wow! This is incredible, man! Are you kidding me? This is freaking insane! Sami Zayn looks like he just saw a ghost. Ladies and gentlemen and wrestling fans, we've seen a huge shocker to kick off Night 2 of WWE SummerSlam 2026 in Minnesota, as we see SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis, who was reinstated just last night by Triple H, now makes it a fatal four-way match to determine the new #1 contender for the undisputed WWE Championship, adding the ring general Gunther and the big pop for the return of Kevin Owens as the crowd in Minnesota welcomes KO back to WWE for this fatal four-way matchup. Wow. What a match here, guys. This is going good. And KO going after Gunther. And Finn Balor going after KO. And now Kevin Owens kicking Finn Balor. And Sami Zayn still staring like he's seen a ghost. And Gunther now with the knee to KO. And in the corner there, Gunther clotheslined by Sami Zayn. The cannonball to Finn Balor. And then the cannonball connects to Gunther. And Sami Zayn still standing there starstruck. Sami Zayn looks like he's seen a ghost. And the last time we seen Kevin Owens inside a ring, it was against Sami Zayn. And you can see Sammy hugging it out with KO! And there we go! Owens and Sami Zayn going at it! Kevin Owens and Zayn exchanging blows with the right hands and the big clothesline by Kevin Owens and the backside drop! What a pop here for the return of KO! And we see here throwing Gunther on the outside. Kevin Owens looking for something here. Oh boy! Oh boy! And Kevin Owens on the top rope. Oh, then the front flip swanton takes out everybody in this fatal four-way matchup to kick off WWE SummerSlam. What a pop! What a matchup made by SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis. And now Kevin Owens to the top rope here, and KO looking for maybe another swanton, and it connects there to Gunther perfectly. And now KO looking to put this matchup away and going for the stunner, the sleeper hold here by Gunther, looking to make KO tap out here, and Sami Zayn going after Gunther. And oh, wait a minute, there goes Finn Balor going after. Oh, but a big boot knocks down both Finn and Zayn. And another big boot there by Gunther knocks down KO. And now you see here, Gunther on the attack. Sami Zayn off the ropes now. A big knee to the gut there by Gunther, and another knee there. And Sami Zayn in trouble. And now twisting the neck, and the chop there by Gunther connects to Sami Zayn. Robert, what's up, man? How we doing? Maybe some more surprises, KC. We're already seeing tons of them right now, man. This is freaking awesome.
And AJ Styles and really Nick Aldis last night.
And now Finn Balor on the attack here. And oh, the big chop there connecting to Gunther. And Gunther picking up Finn Balor. And Balor able to counter with a beautiful neck breaker. The cover here and a kick out at 2.
As we talk about the
ooh, and a big chop there by Finn Balor.
Gunther would echo the same problems, months of frustration for him.
And Gunther able to respond with a huge chop. And a sling blade there by Balor, ducking under Sami Zayn, and another sling blade connects. And now Finn Balor has everybody where he wants them. And Balor able to hit Sammy into Gunther. And now we see here Finn Balor up to the top rope, looking for the coup de grace, but Gunther able to roll out of the way. And a big drop kick there by Gunther connects to Finn. And now the big power bomb, the cover by Gunther. And wait a minute, Gunther now switches to the Boston Crab. The Boston Crab's locked in. Will Finn Balor tap out? KO with the big boot to the side of the head. Now going after Gunther. The right hands from KO. Kevin Owens is back, and he's stopping a mud hole in Gunther. And what an assault, what an onslaught here by Kevin Owens. And the crowd is pumped up to see the return of KO. And a big boot by KO, but Kevin Owens right back to his feet with a big clothesline.
Whatsoever to Kevin Owens.
And continuing to battle here is KO.
Already looks like a beaten man here. And now Balor with a kick.
And Balor able to counter there and hit the kick on KO. And continuing to battle here, Finn Balor up to the top rope. And KO looking to counter, and Finn taken down with a twisting suplex. And now Sami Zayn tossing KO outside the ring. And Finn covered here, and Zayn, as Finn Balor kicks out at 2. And Sami Zayn thought he had that matchup won, but not yet. And now we see here Finn Balor and Sami Zayn looking for the upper hand now. And now looking for Balor to put him up on top here. And Sami Zayn now looking for a superplex on Finn Balor. Balor, though, fighting out of it on the top rope here. Sami Zayn, gets knocked down. And now that could be the opening for Finn. But wait a minute, here comes KO, and KO knocks down Finn Balor off the top rope. And now, KO from the top rope here. Zayn, got the knees up. KO went for the swanton, and the knees to the back of the neck of Kevin Owens. And now Sami Zayn doesn't know what to do. The referee trying to check on Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn being pushed aside. And Sami Zayn now sees an opening here, I think. What is Zayn thinking? It could be looking for the Halula kick, but wait a minute, here comes Gunther, grabbing Sami Zayn with the sleeper hold. And now the ring general bringing Sami Zayn down to the ring mat. But wait a minute, Finn Balor from the top rope, the coup de grace connects to Sami Zayn. The cover by Finn Balor. And Sami Zayn just gets the shoulder up. And man, it looked like there Gunther was going to break that pinfall up, but Sami Zayn just gets the shoulder up. Man, Finn Balor so close to winning this matchup here. But what an incredible fatal four-way matchup to kick off night 2 of WWE SummerSlam as Gunther and Kevin Owens are added to this #1 contenders matchup. And now a big chop by Gunther. The sleeper hold applied to Finn Balor, but he rolls up Gunther. And a kick out by the ring general, but a super kick connects from Kevin Owens. And a stunner to Finn Balor. But now Gunther going for the sleeper hold. A stunner from Kevin Owens to Gunther. And Sami Zayn, misses. And now the Blue Thunder Bomb to Kevin Owens from Sami Zayn. And the shoulder gets the shoulder up. Does Kevin Owens after he kicks out. What a matchup here. And Kevin Owens taken to his limit. Sami Zayn thought he had him with the Blue Thunder Bomb after KO hit 2 stunners on Finn Balor and Gunther. And now here we go. Sami Zayn's got Kevin Owens, but KO with the super kick connecting to Sami Zayn. And now Zayn, stunner, the cover. 1, 2, 3, and your winner and new #1 contender for the undisputed WWE Championship, Kevin Owens! What a match! A stunner as we see KO almost hit the stunner on Sami Zayn, but he reversed it into a Blue Thunder Bomb. And then Sami Zayn gets caught with the super kick right to the eye by KO. And then the stunner to Sami Zayn and the cover as KO gets the victory here to kick off WWE SummerSlam.
He was emotional. Never thought he would step foot back inside the square circle. And he shows up tonight and he becomes the #1 contender for CM Punk's WWE Championship.
KC, I'd be shocked too, buddy.
Fight! Owens! Fight! The cast of Super Troopers 3 just witnessed a classic. Every shenanigan has led to...
Wow, man, I cannot believe this, man. Wow, dude. I am in pure shock right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is awesome. Yo, let's go. Robert, one of our members here on Tim Reynolds Show, says, welcome to the Tim Reynolds Show. Winner KO. Now let's go. Heck yeah. Thank you, Robert, with the $5 super chat donation. Big shout out to you, my brother. Thank you so much, man, for the love and support. That is very much appreciated, man. Wow. Thank you, Robert. All right, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. And what a way to kick off SummerSlam! Newly reinstated SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis made this a fatal four-way. That is absolutely incredible, man. And wrestling fans, after an incredible fatal four-way matchup here to kick off night 2 of WWE SummerSlam, we would see Kevin Owens become the new #1 contender for the undisputed WWE Championship. What a pop with the return of KO as he hits the stunner on Sami Zayn to get the 1-2-3 victory here at WWE SummerSlam. What does this mean going forward for Kevin Owens? Well, it means he will challenge CM Punk for the undisputed WWE Championship. Welcome back, Kevin Owens, to WWE. We cannot wait to see what KO will be up to next, and we cannot wait to see CM Punk versus Kevin Owens for the WWE Championship. Hey guys, this is Tim Reynolds Show. Please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today for more of my WWE content, and check out my live play-by-plays for WWE Monday Night Raw and WWE Friday Night SmackDown right here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. All right, guys, appreciate y'all. Big shout out, KC. How we doing, everybody? All right, we are still here in shock right now with Kevin Owens returning. But man, we still got a little ways to go here before we get back from commercial breaks. Wow, guys, just wow. You know, I was kind of worried that night 2 wasn't going to be able to top night 1 of WWE SummerSlam. Oh, but they topped it. Oh, they topped it all right. I am telling you guys, my grade here on this match to start the show, grade A. Grade A. They didn't even drag the match out that long. Everybody got to come in and do their moves. Everybody worked together greatly. But man, can you imagine what Sami Zayn and Gunther are going to be saying on Friday Night SmackDown? And man, where does this lead Finn Balor going forward, right? This is going to be crazy. Guys, man, I am just blown away right now, dude. This is incredible. I'm telling you, man. Wow. What a match, man. What a match. Congratulations to Kevin Owens on getting the victory, dude. Wow. Dude, man, without a doubt, man, Kevin Owens is becoming one of my favorite wrestlers, dude. That guy, even in his heel runs as the bad guy, even in his babyface runs as a good guy, like, he is box office, man. He is a great guy to watch, you know? And man, now we get to see him versus CM Punk. Oh, that's going to be good. That's going to be way better than CM Punk Cody Rhodes. I'll tell you that. But hey, now we've got Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, though. That's going to be nice. Oh, that's going to be really nice. I wonder if Jelly Roll will come back to try to get back at Randy Orton as well. That'll be interesting. What's up, Ty the Sports Guy? We got KC in the chat as well. Shout out to Robert, our member here on Tim Reynolds Show, with the $5 super chat donation. Thank you, my friend. And guys, we do have a super chat goal here that we're trying to reach by the end of this live stream here today. We're hoping to get 10, so only 9 more here on the channel to reach our goal. So help us out here, guys, if you can. And don't forget to please like and subscribe to the channel. And appreciate you guys showing some love here on Tim Reynolds Show. Oh, Ty, got to see the new Spider-Man movie? Dude, that sounds dope, dude. I've got to see some clips from that. cannot wait to check out that new Spider-Man movie, dude. That's going to be awesome. I'm a big, big fan of Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Punisher, and Marvel, those are probably my two favorite superheroes, you know what I mean? And then I'm a big fan of Batman and the DC universe as well. So yeah, man, Spider-Man is the shit, dude. And I guess that new movie is as well. All right, guys, we are back here at USA Bank Stadium, or US Bank Stadium here in Minnesota for WWE SummerSlam Night 2.
And LJN WWE Superstars action figures are back.
All right, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. Cheers to y'all, man. Man, I love this stage setup they got here, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a matter of moments, the upstart Trick Williams will defend his United States Championship against the returning Baron Corbin here at SummerSlam.
And ladies and gentlemen, this next matchup is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE United States Championship. Introducing first, he is the challenger and the #1 contender.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the United States Championship. Introducing the challenger from Kansas City, weighing in at 285 pounds.
And weighing in at 285 pounds, he is Baron Corbin! As the Nomad, the Lone Wolf, looks to make his long-awaited return to a WWE ring and get championship gold around his waist. But one thing I'm not too impressed with, guys, is this new theme music for Baron Corbin. I think it kind of sucks, to be honest with you.
He's a legitimate badass. We'll tell you all about that in just a moment.
All right, guys, let's get our poll question up here. Don't forget to please like and subscribe. All right, pick your winner for this USA Championship match on
already had the size, the Golden
Night
Gloves boxing
2
championships
WWE SummerSlam.
imminent.
Oh, and making his way to the ring, it's Little Yachty!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the self-proclaimed best man to ever breathe, Lil Yachty!
That's right, baby! Minnesota, what's the deal? Check it out, baby. I'm gonna keep it real. All right, look. I ain't gonna take up too much time. Look, I'm sending somebody 6'5", 250 pounds your way. All right, make some noise for my dog, Trick Williams.
And making his way to the ring, accompanied by Little Yachty, here's the WWE United States Champion from Columbia, South Carolina. It's Trick Williams! Whoop that trick! Whoop that trick! Woo! Whoop that trick! Whoop that And making his way to the ring, Trick Williams looks to defend the WWE United States Championship, taking on Baron Corbin, who makes his return to the WWE. And the last time we seen Baron Corbin at SummerSlam was a few years ago when he lost to Pat McAfee. So we'll have to see what Baron Corbin has in store here for Trick Williams. And I'll be very interested myself to see what Trick Williams has up his sleeve for Baron Corbin. KC having some steak, and a big uppercut here from Trick Williams. And now Baron Corbin onto the defensive, and a flapjack slam there from Trick Williams. And the kip up there as Trick Williams ain't here to play no games. And yeah, feeling it here. And the backhand connects to Baron Corbin. And now stomping a mud hole in Baron Corbin is Trick Williams.
Before you think. Corbin talked about learning patience when he was away from WWE.
Well, all of his attacks thus far on Trick
And now off the ropes here, Baron Corbin. Taken over the top. A big clothesline by Trick Williams.
The problem here is the guard is firmly up, and Trick Williams looks primed and ready to defend that.
And now
title.
Trick Williams, tossing Baron Corbin right into the barrier.
First into the barricade,
And now into that barricade, Baron Corbin trying to get back in this matchup here. And wait a minute. And Trick Williams grabbing the table out.
This is unique.
And you got to wonder what this is.
Advantage tonight. Corbin will need to pin or submit Trick Williams to win the title.
You've got to be very careful.
And you see Baron Corbin back inside the ring. And Trick Williams trying to set up the table here. I don't really know for what reason. But now Trick Williams going after Corbin. Corbin rolling back outside the ring.
Retreat early on in this match.
I certainly did not, but I did expect Trick Williams to come out the blocks hard. It's really
And now Trick Williams in pursuit here. But Corbin, and deep six takes down Trick Williams. And now Baron Corbin has the upper hand. In a slow starting matchup here in this one.
Baron Corbin has not had a match for the United States Championship in more than 8 years. He's never won at SummerSlam. Again, a countdown victory does not help Corbin with the United States title on the line. And the official at a count of 5, and Corbin realizes...
So now the official here still counting, but Corbin's got to go after Trick Williams here and get him back inside the ring. But at first, slamming him into the barrier there, and then again into the steel post. And now Trick Williams in big trouble as the United States champion is thrown shoulder first into the steel steps. And Baron Corbin just taking apart Trick Williams right now.
The great Kurt Angle is well weighed.
Yeah, he's been in these big-time moments before. Take another look at that deep six that planted not only spine first, but the back of the head hard against the floor there. And the champ, Trick Williams.
So now Trick Williams getting back inside the ring at the count of 8. And now Corbin going right after him with the hammers of the right hand down to the face and into the head. And now the elbows here from Baron Corbin.
Much to the chagrin of the crowd here in Minnesota.
Indeed, little Yonty on
And continuing the attack here is Baron Corbin with those elbows hammering down on the skull of Trick Williams. And Corbin trying to take the fight to Trick Williams here.
I told you, wait, this is a much different Baron Corbin than we saw the last time around.
It's complete control. You could not get two more polar opposite
And now,
superstars. There is
grabbing
no
Trick
flash,
Williams
there is
here
no
in the
style,
corner,
no
Corbin.
power.
And now body shots here by Baron Corbin. And a big right hand to the chin.
Pure substance.
These two did meet once back in the day, a number of years ago.
And now, shoves chest first into the top turnbuckle and a clothesline to follow it up. And now you see the elbows to the back of the head of Trick Williams here. And Baron Corbin just laying waste to Trick Willie here. As Little Yachty looks on, man, Corbin is fired up here.
Entirely new test here for Trick Williams to try and navigate, and these are part of the learning curves for newer superstars such as Trick Williams. Everything.
And a kick to the gut of the United States champion as Baron Corbin has the upper hand here in this one.
Back up all that potential tonight, kid.
And oh, a big elbow there connects, and a big right hand connects as well. A big elbow and another big right hand. And continuing to battle here, these two men. And elbows exchanging as Trick Williams, gets, I think, going at the eyes there. Baron Corbin, a cheap shot there on Trick Williams. And now stumbling to the outside here, Little Yachty going after Corbin and saying something, pointing in his face. And now Corbin, throwing Little Yachty right into the barrier. And Little Yachty better mind his own business. And wait a minute. Little Yachty with the kendo stick. And now Baron Corbin trying to get out of dodge here. And Corbin going inside the ring. And now Trick Williams in the corner moves out of the way. Corbin misses. And a big elbow connected from Trick. And now Williams moves in. Oh, the neck breaker! After dodging the clothesline, a beautiful neck breaker. And now the big leg kick. And another takes down Baron Corbin. And back to his feet looking for the bookend! The bookend! And the cover here! And a kick out at 2. And Trick Williams so close to getting the victory here, guys. And a beautiful bookend there from the United States champion as Baron Corbin is in trouble here.
Little Yachty trying to rally the crowd here at US Bank Stadium.
And now Trick Williams with Baron Corbin on his shoulders here. Oh, but Corbin going at the eyes again. Trick Williams in trouble. And now Corbin off the shoulders of Trick. And Williams here in trouble.
And now Corbin.
And now, wait a minute. Oh, and we see a cheap shot from behind with the kendo stick by Yachty. And a Death Valley driver, the cover. And a kick out at 2. And I thought that was a unique cheap shot there. And even Little Yachty can't believe it.
To the back that actually broke the Trick stick. And a Death Valley driver still managing to kick out.
Yeah, Little Yachty thought that was it. Can't believe that didn't take Baron Corbin out, who's slowly trying to make it back to his feet.
And now Corbin back to his feet. Trick Williams looking for the trick shot, but Corbin able to get out of it. And now a big boot from Corbin out of the corner. Takes down Trick Williams, and now looking to follow it up here with Ended Days, but Trick Williams, and a big roundhouse kick, the cover, and a kick out at 2. And a beautiful counter as we see Baron Corbin looking for End of Days, but was not able to connect. Trick Williams follows that up with a beautiful roundhouse kick. And now in the corner, Trick Williams looking to set up Baron Corbin and hit him with the trick shot to put this matchup away.
Baron slowly making it to his feet.
And Baron Corbin rolls to the outside ring apron. And Williams, gets hung up on the top rope. And now Baron Corbin looking for something here. And Corbin with the championship belt now. Little Yachty looking on. And grabbing the title is Little Yachty, telling Baron Corbin, I don't think so. And now Corbin going after Little Yachty here. And now it's Trick Williams as, Little Yachty almost goes through the table. And Trick Williams can't believe it as he caused Little Yachty. And now Corbin with the title across the skull of Trick Williams. And now Corbin, End of Days, the cover here. WWE United States Champion!
Baron Corbin!
Well, we knew Baron Corbin was dangerous, but now he is opportunistic. He is a veteran.
And what a victory for Baron Corbin back in WWE.
A very aggressive Baron Corbin wins the United States Championship for the second time in his career. And Wade, what a way to return to WWE.
And this is what we thought Trick Williams had put it to bed with that spinning bomb kick. Not quite enough. Baron Corbin is rather tough, and this is where things got completely insane. With the hype man himself, Lil Yachty, getting blasted through that table, crashing hard to the floor. And amidst the chaos, referee taking his eye off the ball. And that's the opportunity Baron Corbin needed to drive.
And that's right, guys. As we would see, the title shot to the face and the end of days put down Trick Williams as Baron Corbin gets the victory to become your new WWE United States Champion.
A disappointed Trick Williams, who will not forget the way he lost his title to that man, Baron Corbin. I got nothing to do.
All right, guys, so what a victory. And thank you guys for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, guys, so an A grade plus match, man. Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin. I didn't like that Little Yachty was kind of involved, but that, for me, man, was a pretty good match between Trick and Baron Corbin, and definitely one I think that we'll be talking about for this upcoming week in WWE. All right, guys, coming up next, it's the interim WWE Women's Championship ladder match coming up next here on WWE SummerSlam. All right. Stop showing me food. I do not want to see your food. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. We are on a commercial break as we just got done seeing an excellent United States Championship matchup. Little Yachty made his return, and unfortunately for Little Yachty, he gets put through a table, and Trick Williams gets distracted as Baron Corbin takes advantage to get a huge victory here in WWE SummerSlam Night 2. And guys, we also kick things off with the incredible Fatal 4-Way match, thanks to newly reinstated General Manager Nick Aldis, adding Gunther and Kevin Owens to make it a Fatal 4-Way match for the new #1 contendership for the WWE Undisputed Championship. What an incredible match as KO gets the victory. So now Kevin Owens is your new #1 contender for the Undisputed WWE Championship. So very interested to see what's going to happen with the rest of our matches here on WWE SummerSlam Night 2. Make sure you guys get your votes in as we're going to go ahead and make our poll here and get everything set up. So hopefully you guys are ready for the next matchup, and hope you guys are having a great Sunday. right, guys, are you going with Last Legend? Or maybe I'm going to have to leave somebody out. Tiffany Stratton. Charlotte Flair. Or Jade Cargill. All right, there you go, guys. Our poll question is active for the next match coming up here on WWE SummerSlam Night 2. You guys pick your winner, and we'll get ready to call the live play-by-play and reaction for this upcoming matchup here on Night 2 of WWE SummerSlam here on Tim Reynolds Show. Let's go. Heck yeah. Bump, 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 bang, bang, the diggy, 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 boom, chick your booty, they don't drop the boogie. All right, guys, waiting to see our third matchup here on Night 2 of WWE SummerSlam. Hope you guys are ready. Make sure you like and subscribe. You guys have any questions or shout-outs, hit me up with those super chats here on Tim Reynolds Show.
Official. Hey, everybody, at ringside here tonight, Michael Cole and Wade Barrett for SummerSlam Sunday, and congratulations to the new United States champion, Baron Corbin.
Yeah, he looked completely reinvigorated. He's retooled, and he's going to overwhelm a lot of opponents with that size and aggression. And crucially, he now holds the U.S. title.
Also at ringside tonight, our Spanish announce team, Marcelo Rodriguez, Jerry Soto in the house.
All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us here on Tim Reynolds Show. Hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast. Gonna keep jamming out here for you guys. Appreciate the love. And don't forget, guys, right after we're done with WWE SummerSlam Night 2, I'll give my WWE show review here at the end. A lot of WWE fans watching around the world as we get ready for SummerSlam.
Women's champion. It is a ladder match.
And ladies and gentlemen, the next match is scheduled for one fall and is an interim, and it is a ladder match for the interim WWE Women's Championship. And introducing first, she is the WWE Women's United States Champion from Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's Tiffany Stratton!
The following contest is a ladder match for the interim WWE Women's Championship. Introducing first from Fire Lake, Minnesota. She is the Women's United States Champion, Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton wearing the colors of the NFL's Minnesota Vikings for this matchup here tonight. And she hopes to become, well, Tiffany, 2 titles because She's the United States champion. Wait, she could become the interim WWE Women's Champion.
Yeah, a chance to take off, but this lady has the kind of athletic
That's right,
gifts
guys. Can
that
it
would
be
serve her
Tiffy
very
time
well.
here tonight? Will Tiffany Stratton be able to get a victory and have 2 championships here in Minnesota? And ladies and gentlemen, one of her opponents.
Is coming.
Making her way to the ring.
Next, from Vero Beach, Florida, Jay.
And from Vero Beach, Florida, it's Jade Cargill! And a lot of people have picked Jade as the possible winner of this matchup. She most certainly is the favorite, heading in here with a lot of momentum as she looks to become a 2-time WWE Women's Champion.
Division, there it is, hanging high above the heads of the competitors tonight, and Jade Cargill is a proven commodity at this level.
You've been thinking about that all day. This match is brought to you by Chumba Casino. Step into the ring.
And all right, guys, as we wait to get the next contestant in the ring, please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out here and showing some love on Tim Reynolds Show. And making her way to the ring, what most people would consider the underdog here in this women's ladder match, it's Chelsea Green!
Interesting story with Chelsea. Her mother, her father, and her sister are here tonight. She had invited 8 girlfriends from Canada to come down to SummerSlam, and just Chelsea's luck, they couldn't make it because there's an airline on strike in Canada. So Chelsea Green, something always happens to this young woman.
So weird, whenever I invited people to come and watch me, their flights all got cancelled too, so I feel for Chelsea Green.
Because you never paid for their flight.
And ladies and gentlemen, making her way to the ring, it's Lash Legend!
Atlanta, Georgia, Lash Legend.
Her first SummerSlam, her first ladder match. The powerhouse, Lash Legend, entering the fray. Now remember the rules. The interim championships hanging above the
Corey's
ring.
back. What's up, man? How we doing, Martin?
Retrieve the titles. Will become
Thank you,
the
everybody,
interim
hanging
champion.
out on the channel. Don't forget to please
Now,
like and subscribe.
Lash Legend has that huge frame, former basketball star, and you'd think someone with those long legs, maybe on a scale a ladder faster than most. But it will be helpful for Lash Legend to power her way up and grab that interim title ASAP. A lot of people do think Lash Legend is the future of the women's division, and she can go a long way to backing up those claims right here tonight.
A hell of a lot of talent.
Yeah, you let me know, guys. Do you think Lash Legend could be a serious contender here as we get to our final opponent here in this women's ladder match? From Charlotte, North Carolina, she is the Queen.
All hail, Queen.
She is Charlotte Flair.
From the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Looking to win her 15th World Championship here tonight. Charlotte Flair sets her action in this ladder match. She's had some success over the years in SummerSlam. 2016 beat Sasha Banks to the WWE title. 2018, a SmackDown championship. Won the tag titles last year. And she's had 6 ladder matches in WWE.
And the 14-time WWE Women's Champion goes after Jade Cargill. A chop, and now this matchup has started as Charlotte Flair throws Cargill into the barrier. And now Cargill throwing Charlotte right into the ladder. And now this matchup has started as Charlotte Flair and Jade Cargill are going at it on the outside. And now again, bouncing the head off as Tiffany Stratton goes after Last Legend. And Legend able to catch Tiffany. And oh no, Stratton thrown back first into the ladder. And Chelsea Green taking her time. And now off the ropes here. Chelsea diving through, but Last Legend catches Chelsea Green. And now Chelsea goes skull back in the back of the ladder.
That was like a horizontal choke slam into the steel. Feeling good right in the early goings here is Lash Legend, but...
And Last Legend getting the ladder inside the ring, I believe. And the Bougie Bully able to throw that ladder, the first ladder, inside the ring. And now you see Chelsea in trouble as she's tossed over the barricade out into the WWE Universe. And now you see here Last Legend back inside the ring, looking to be the first woman to start to climb that ladder.
And Charlotte Flair sauntering down to the ring, making sure Lash Legend didn't have an opportunity to set
And a big kick from Charlotte.
Here tonight, dedicated to Scarlett, a young super fan who is battling brain cancer. Sadly, passed away last month. She really.
And a big chop there, continuing as you hear the woos from the WWE crowd. And Charlotte Flair off the ropes here. And a roll through clothesline is stopped. And now Lash Legend picking up Flair. And Charlotte slammed down. Spine first on top of the ladder.
And they early going in her first ladder match.
Yeah, she's been absolutely superb. I mean, it's a different skill set that you're required to utilize in a matchup like this. And apparently, Lash Legend was simply bored with it.
Over the years in SummerSlam.
And still to come, guys, the Intercontinental Championship match as we see Jade Cargill and Lash Legend now inside the ring. And oh boy, this right here is a powerhouse matchup. And now, wait a minute, Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton going after the ladder here. And now ducking underneath it. And Green and Tiffany connecting with kicks here. And now both these girls are happy to be working together, but they've got to figure out who's going to make it first as we see the double team here to the back of Last Legend and Jade Cargill. And now in the corner, wait a minute, here we go, double team, getting the crowd pumped up and hammering down the right hands from Chelsea Green to Lash Legend. The right hands from Tiffany Stratton to Jade Cargill. But Legend and Cargill fight them off and big boots drop both Tiffany and Chelsea. And now Cargill, Legend, staring each other down, messing with the clothesline is Lash, and a German suplex there by Jade Cargill connects, but wait a minute, Charlotte Flair up on the top rope here, and the huge crossbody takes down Jade Cargill. And now we see here Charlotte with the ladder attacking Cargill, knocking her outside the ring. And now continuing here is Charlotte Flair, Legend now back inside. And taken down as we see Legend able to pick up Charlotte here. And Flair could be in big trouble. And Legend showing off the strength, slamming down Charlotte Flair with ease. And continuing to battle here, Last Legend now knowing she's got to set up a ladder and climb it in order for her to get the victory. So continuing to battle here.
Skewing about that,
You think
but
she's jealous of
it would
Lash?
smooth things over, I think, if Lash Legend grabbed a little gold on their behalf.
And now, wait a minute. Oh, the code breaker off the ladder by Tiffany Stratton as she climbed up a few rungs and took out Last Legend. And now Charlotte Flair back inside the ring. And uh-oh, it's Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. And she's saying, let's go at it, girl. And oh, the right elbow by Stratton. A big elbow by Flair. Another elbow by Tiffany. Another elbow by Charlotte. And now Flair and Stratton exchanging blows. A big kick by Stratton. But a big boot misses from Flair. And then Tiffany, gets caught. Slammed down on top of the ladder. And now face first. Here goes Charlotte. Oh, the drop kick from Chelsea Green.
Just enough of it.
And she takes out Flair, and oh no, Flair! Slam face first into that ladder! And now, wait a minute, Chelsea Green looking to be the first woman to climb this ladder! And can she do it? Chelsea making her way up, she's right there, but wait a minute! There's Cargill as she takes down Chelsea, and now Green in big trouble. Oh no, Cargill grabbing Chelsea Green, and now Jaden's going right on top of the ladder. Oh my goodness! And what a move there by Jade Cargill, who now is climbing the ladder, looking to grab that championship belt. And wait a minute, there's Tiffany Stratton, and Stratton taking down Cargill. And wait a minute, there goes a big elbow there by Jade. And now Tiffany Stratton able to counter the choke slam into a code breaker. A backstabber, if you will. And now Chelsea Green looking to climb up and grab the belt. As she climbs up the ladder, Charlotte Flair gets there.
At least momentarily.
And Charlotte able to stop and now climbing up the ladder with Tiffany Stratton. And Stratton trying to battle back here as Last Legend throws another ladder inside the ring. Oh, and Flair knocks down Tiffany Stratton. Last Legend back inside now, and Flair looking to avoid something here, and that's a big hit by the ladder. And then, wait a minute, Legend now, sort of locked in the corner there, and slammed as Last Legends get slammed in the corner with the ladder. And now Tiffany Stratton slamming the skull of Last Legend off the ladder here.
And look at Stratton using the ladder.
And wait a minute, Tiffany Stratton up on top of the ladder that's sideways in between the ropes here. What is she looking to do? Last Legend, though, grabs Tiffany Stratton by the throat. And Legend, and what a power bomb on top of the ladder as the spine of Tiffany Stratton bounces right off the ladder. Wow! And what a move by Last Legend! That was a huge choke slam powerbomb-like maneuver. And man, the spine of Tiffany Stratton's got to be mangled. And now Charlotte Flair with a big boot, and Last Legend's knocked out. And now Flair heading up the ladder, looking to grab that title. Can she win it? Charlotte's right there. And Flair going after the title, but wait a minute! Jade Cargill moves the ladder, and now Charlotte hanging down! And oh no, Last Legend and Cargill going after! And oh no! Now Charlotte in trouble, as we see here. Oh! Jade using Flair as a weapon and then tossing her into the ladder, but a big boot by Last Legend! And could this be time for the bougie bully?
Last Legend looking to win her first singles championship in WWE. And
that's a smart move, maneuvering the ladder
because the title is actually swayed above the ladder. It's going to be hard to grab it
And wait a minute, Tiffany Stratton going after Lash Legend as Lash is climbing up the ladder. So is Stratton. And now Tiffany fighting here as both her and Legend battle on the top of the ladder. And Lash gets off. And now Tiffany's right there, but Legend, as she grabs Tiffany, bringing her back down off the ladder.
Tiffany in trouble.
And continuing to battle here. Lash Legend. Oh, a Hurricane Rana throws Lash Legend face first into the ladder. And now this could be the opening for Tiffany Stratton. And Stratton climbing up the ladder here, looking to grab the title. She's right there, but wait a minute. Chelsea Green, her friend, saying, I'm so sorry. And oh no, there goes Stratton, and the moonsault takes out Legend, Charlotte, and Jade Cargill. Wait a minute. This means Chelsea Green is the only woman in the ring. Are you kidding me? No way. And Chelsea Green has the ladder set up. She's climbing up the ladder. Chelsea Green right there, but wait a minute. It's B-Fab and Meechin as they go after Chelsea. And the dirty work of the no-gooders. As we see now Jade Cargill's monkeys come out here and do her dirty work. And they're attacking Chelsea Green. And the big boot to the side of the head of Chelsea. This is terrible. And now B-Fab and Meechin trying to help out Jade. And Cargill now with the numbers game. And this is terrible. As you see Meechin setting up the ladder for Cargill. Cargill's now going to climb up the ladder. But wait a minute. Here comes Charlotte Flair. And Charlotte Flair with a boot to B-Fab. The right hand taking down Meechin. And the clothesline takes her outside the ring. And now Jade Cargill in trouble. As you see Flair trying to fight her off the ladder. A big kick there by Cargill, who's almost there. But wait a minute. Here comes Charlotte. And Charlotte Flair now climbing up the ladder, going after Jade. But wait a minute. Here comes Lash Legend and Tiffany Stratton as they're back inside the ring now too, climbing up the ladder. And now we've got all 5 ladies inside the ring. Chelsea Green seemingly been taken out. Jade Cargill trying to push the ladder, and she does, as both Tiffany Stratton and Lash Legend are knocked off the ladder. And now it comes down to Cargill and Charlotte Flair. And Flair going after Cargill, saying no way. And now Cargill with the elbow to Flair. An elbow connects to Cargill. And Charlotte not backing down, but wait a minute, Cargill pulling the arm of Flair as, Charlotte able to counter as the face and the Bulldog connects there. And now Charlotte Flair and Jade Cargill are taken down. Wait a minute, Chelsea Green climbing back up the ladder. Chelsea Green's right there. No way. And your winner and new interim WWE Women's Champion, it's Chelsea Green. Let's go, Chelsea! I knew I was gonna regret not putting her in this poll. Are you kidding me? Wow!
Chelsea Green is the WWE Women's Champ, completely rewriting the script.
Guys, talk about a momentum, a huge, monumental victory here for Chelsea Green. And you see here there as Chelsea Green knocked over Stratton off the ladder. The moonsault takes out both Legend, Flair, and Cargill. but it was B-Fab and Meechin who got involved in this matchup, trying to help out Cargill, and Tiffany Stratton, Last Legend, would get knocked down off their ladder moments later by Cargill, and Cargill then would be taken out by Charlotte Flair, as Flair literally sacrificed herself to make sure that Jade Cargill did not win the match. And then Chelsea Green was able to rise up and climb up the ladder to claim her prize as the new interim WWE Women's Champion. It's Chelsea Green!
Showing what perseverance and determination and doing anything you have to do.
And two new champions already crowned here today. Wow. What a victory for Chelsea Green.
WWE Women's Champion. Everyone should be green with envy.
Wow, man. What a match, dude. What a great matchup, guys. Wow, that was incredible. That was freaking nuts, dude. Freaking nuts. Wrestling fans and WWE Universe, we had ourselves an incredible interim WWE Women's Championship ladder match here on night 2 of WWE SummerSlam, where we would see the Women's United States Champion Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, Charlotte Flair, Last Legend, and Chelsea Green battle it out in a huge matchup to crown a new interim WWE Women's Champion. And all 5 of these ladies would take each other to the limit in this huge ladder match here in Minneapolis, Minnesota at US Bank Stadium, where we would see the crowd pumped up to see these 5 women tear the house down in a huge ladder match here to crown a new WWE Women's Champion. And we would see Tiffany Stratton take everybody to the limit. Last Legend would show off the power. Jade Cargill would also show why she should be the next WWE Champion, with her goons, B-Fab and Meechin, coming out to help her out, stopping Chelsea Green from grabbing the title as she was moments away from becoming the new interim WWE Women's Champion. But it was Charlotte Flair who was able to stop not only B-Fab and Meechin, but sacrifice herself to make sure Jade Cargill would not walk out of here as the new Women's WWE Champion. But we would see one woman climb the ladder and be able to conquer all here in Minneapolis, Minnesota on night 2 of the 2026 WWE SummerSlam event, and it would be Chelsea Green who would climb the ladder to become the new interim WWE Women's Champion. Congratulations to Chelsea Green as she wins her first WWE Women's Championship in her WWE career. And I'm sure there are plenty of WWE fans who love this victory, and there's a lot of fans in the WWE Universe that love this win for Chelsea Green. Congratulations, and thank you guys for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to check out more of my WWE content, and check out my live play-by-plays for WWE Monday Night Raw and WWE Friday Night SmackDown before the start of the 2026 NFL season, right here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. It's Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. All right, man. Chris, how about it, dude? Randy Orton returns yesterday. Chelsea Green, new Women's WWE Champion. And then also Baron Corbin, your new United States Champion. Heck yeah. All right, guys, just waiting to get back from commercial break. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe. If you have any wrestling questions or shout-outs, tell me what you thought about that last match, guys, in the live chat here, man. Let's go. Appreciate y'all. Wow, man. Dude, Corey, what a match, dude. What a match, man. I am serious, dude. I am blown away right now. Listen, night 2 is doing just as good as night 1, man. This is freaking incredible. I am telling you, bro. Pumped up, man. I am pumped up for this, dude. Seriously. This is awesome. All right, guys, as we wait to get back to the action, don't forget to like and subscribe. WWE Universe, we would see an incredible, undisputed WWE Championship matchup at night 1 of WWE SummerSlam in Minnesota, where we would see CM Punk put the title on the line for his first title defense as undisputed WWE Champion against the #1 contender, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And these two men would take each other to the limit in the co-main event of WWE SummerSlam Night 1, and we would see Cody Rhodes be moments away from becoming WWE Champion for the 4th time in his career. But it would be Randy Orton who would show up and sneak attack Cody Rhodes, hitting him with the 3 most deadliest words in all of sports entertainment, with a huge RKO, taking out Cody Rhodes, and then CM Punk would pick the bones, hitting Cody Rhodes with a 3rd GTS as he would see Rhodes go to sleep, and CM Punk would get the victory to retain his undisputed WWE Championship. But what does this mean now for CM Punk and Cody Rhodes? It does look like Rhodes will have a bandana and something to say to Randy Orton this upcoming WWE Friday Night SmackDown. But we did find out on night 2 of WWE SummerSlam that CM Punk will have a new #1 contender to worry about that will challenge that for that undisputed WWE Championship, as we see the shocking return of Kevin Owens, as he was able to defeat Gunther, Finn Balor, and Sami Zayn after really reinstated general manager Nick Aldis was able to make the match official. A fatal 4-way to kick off night 2 of WWE SummerSlam 2026, and Kevin Owens was able to hit the stunner on Sami Zayn to get the victory, and now he's the new #1 contender for the undisputed WWE Championship. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. Then make sure you guys check out more of my WWE content and my live play-by-plays for WWE Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown right here on Tim Reynolds Show's YouTube channel. All right, guys, we are ready to get back. And previous coming attractions... Our previous
critically acclaimed Curse Father Danhausen, alongside Cathhausen, settled the score over the missing human monies.
Oh, the Femi fight was yesterday, Carson. Martin, the match coming up next is Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio. We'll get a poll going.
They pulled him back in.
Where is our money? I told you I don't have it. I'm after JD here. Break your jaw so we don't have to hear any more of your stupid little curses.
Dominic and his associates tried to take out the Danhausen.
Give us our money! Never!
As tensions rise, a new arrangement is made.
Human monies on a pole? Yes, haven't you ever watched wrestling?
At SummerSlam, it's not strictly business. It's personal.
You can make this right, Danhausen. I just have one thing to say. You are
Danhausen is the Curse Father, Part 2.
Mozzarella cheese. And ladies and gentlemen, our next match is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring for this Human Money's on a Pole match, he is the AAA Mega Champion from San Diego, California. He's Dirty Dominic Mysterio! Danhausen needs his own movie? Heck yeah. What's up, Jeffrey?
200 pounds, the AAA Mega Champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio!
This match should be right up his alley. He looks like a bank robber.
You can't rob what is already yours. That is Dom's cash sitting above the ring. And very soon it's going back to its rightful owner.
So here's the deal. No countouts, no disqualifications, no pinfalls, no submission. You win when you climb the far corner, and in that bag that's hanging above the ring, $100,000. And if you take it off the hook, you win the money and the match. Nice job on that bag, guys. This match is presented by Minutemen.
All right, guys, so here we go. Got our poll in. Yankee Kyle, what's up, man? Long time no see. We got Jake Jacobs also in the chat. Martin, Casey, and Jeffrey, along with Corey and Carson. How's everybody doing? Thank you for hanging out here, man. And here we go, guys, as Dominic makes his way to the ring. Now his opponent making his way to the ring. He's very evil, very nice, and riding in on the Danhausen mobile. It's none other than Danhausen. You are cursed.
Bret Hart, one of SummerSlam's great performers.
And his opponent from 1311, Mockingbird Blade.
Hold on, guys. Do Yankee Kyle, thank you, man. Poor Dom, he needs the thunder back for the most hated heel. Oh, yeah, without a doubt, Chris, or Christian. All right, guys, just for this match, check this out. They gonna dress up like Danhausen.
In this whole Danhausen experiment program, it didn't work out, so why should
Here we go. Mixing it up a little bit, guys. We gotta represent for Danhausen here, man. Let's go.
The tomfoolery of Danhausen. There was no investment. It was merely a set. It was a ruse, a scam.
Wait a minute. Dominic actually, and J.D. McDonough, by the way, part of his money. He actually handed this money to Danhausen.
Very evil, very nice. Very evil, very nice.
You pay for a service and you then
Come on,
don't
this
get
is
the
awesome.
service. You have been scammed and you are owed the money back legally.
And now the matchup starts with Dirty Dom and a cheap shot. And now Danhausen going right after Dominic, who went right after those Human Monies on the pole. And now Danhausen with the right hands going after the money. But there goes Dominic. And now the knee to the gut of Danhausen. And now, oh, the drop kick there. And now Danhausen set up for the 619. Dominic Mysterio misses. And now Danhausen able to duck under the clothesline. And uh-oh, catches Dominic in a beautiful flip, landing Dominic on his spine. And now the back of Dominic hurt here as we see the clothesline in the corner by Danhausen. And again, now another clothesline in the corner. And Danhausen once again going after Dominic. Oh, but misses with the splash. And a big clothesline takes down Danhausen. And now Dominic Mysterio is in this matchup.
Failed theater kids. Try to step
Come on, guys. What you think about the cape, man? Let's go.
Dom Mysterio.
And a big clothesline there from Dirty Dom, who's now stopping a mud hole here in Danhausen. And now trying to hold on and get that money off the pole here. But Danhausen able to stop Dominic just for the meantime.
Money, haven't you been on WWE Shop? He's got like $1 trillion on there.
Yeah, and it's not legal tender, Michael.
And now we see here a suplex there to Danhausen, and uh-oh. Now we see Dominic going for the Three Amigos and hits the second one. And yeah, guys, just a little Halloween cape. We're wearing it for Danhausen's match. Just be a little different. And you see Dirty Dom ready for the third Amigo. But a nice counter by Danhausen and a neck breaker. What a beautiful counter by Danhausen.
Somebody in that locker room has a lot to answer for. Somebody has been teaching Danhausen moves.
And now rising up is Danhausen.
Danhausen trying to crawl his way to the corner. And it would be so great if Danhausen won this thing.
And uh-oh,
Keep the money
as
and
you
end
see
this
there,
farce
Danhausen
once
now
and
trying to go after the human monies. And oh, wait a minute, it's JD. And of course the Judgment Day getting involved as JD McDonough goes after Danhausen. And the big kick to the face. And JD McDonough yelling at the referee. And now McDonough from the top rope here. A beautiful moonsault takes out Danhausen.
Not laughing now, is he?
Hey, look who's here!
But wait a minute, the Mini-Housens are here! And they're going after JD! And now JD, shoves them off! And uh-oh, the Mini-Housen's gonna catch a beating from JD McDonough! And now JD slamming down the little mini Danhausens! And again, another choke slam there! Wow! And wait a minute here. Another Mini-Housen could be in trouble. And that looks like Little Toro. Oh, what a beautiful Hurricane Rana! And that connects as the little Mini-Housens are back. And now, and that's Torino Housen. And oh, what a diving headbutt from Torino Housen. And now off the ropes here. Catching JD with a beautiful DDT as Mini-Housens attack JD McDonough and save Danhausen. And now, wait a minute. Now they're going to try. Now they're going to try to get the money. And now you see here the Mini-Housens trying to climb up, but there's JD McDonough, or excuse me, there's Dominic, and Dominic Mysterio going after the Mini-Housens.
But these Mini-Housens have infiltrated a WWE ring once again.
And look at from the top rope, Dominic Mysterio thought he
and wait a minute, Dominic doesn't see who's on the top rope. Ah, what a Hurricane Rona from El Toro Housen. And now off the ropes here, Dominic. Oh, it's a moonsault through the middle rope. Are you kidding me? I've never seen a front flip like that. And look who's back inside the ring. It's Danhausen. Danhausen crawling to the corner here. As Danhausen looks to grab the monies off the pole. Will he do it? Oh, and there's JD McDonough with the headbutt to Danhausen. And now wait a minute here. Danhausen thrown outside the ring.
I mean, you can't complain of McDonough being out here with all these Mini-Housens running around.
McDonough came out first.
Oh, and it just so happened that the Mini-Housens were hiding under the ring. Is that right? No, it was a plan, all a plot. I got a practical joke by this involved.
And ladies and gentlemen,
Joe Hendry, guitar in hand.
and Danhausen said his name and he appears, and here comes Joe Hendry. Oh! And the guitar broken across the spine here of JD McDonough. And now Dirty Dom trying to get back inside the ring. But wait a minute. Danhausen Looking at Dirty Dom as we see Joe Henry trying to cheer on Danhausen. And Dominic with a big kick to the side of the head of Danhausen. Danhausen going after Dirty Dom. Both men climbing up to the top rope here. And now exchanging blows. Both Danhausen and Dirty Dom standing on the top rope. Danhausen's right there. Dom knocks him down onto the top rope here. And now you see Dirty Dom right there trying to grab the monies. And you are cursed. And there goes the fireworks as Dirty Dom stumbles and falls off the mat and off the top rope. And now Danhausen's climbing the top rope here. And Danhausen's gonna get the victory, and your winner of this Human Monies on a Pole match, it's Danhausen!
Who is sick to death of this guy's private cosmic gag reel, to which we are all the joke.
Very evil, very nice, Danhausen. Very evil, very nice, Danhausen. Very evil, very nice, Danhausen.
No, they're not going to do another.
Wow.
Well, this is the invasion of the mini-Hausens that was quickly stifled by the aggressive J.D. McDonough. Those guys are going to be feeling that in the morning, but there was one mini-Hausen who had a little too much skill for our Irish friend, and that was this Torito Hausen, as Michael Cole likes to call him, causing maximum chaos until Joe Hendry appeared, clad with a guitar. And nobody should smash guitars like that. They're very valuable items, but that was valuable as the bag of money and the...
And man, Dominic Mysterio cursed by Danhausen as he gets a little help from Joe Henry and wins the Human Monies on a Pole match.
And Dominic Mysterio. Just give up. Just be done with it. Let Danhausen have his fun.
Very evil, very nice, very evil, very nice.
What is he doing? Hey, wait a minute. Hey, over here. I'm your biggest fan.
Hey, we're going to have a big barbell later. Throw some to the lads on the desk.
Come on, what about over here, Danhausen?
Wait, are these those Danhausen bucks from WWE.com, or is this the real deal?
I think it's the real deal, too. The referee just popped him one.
Now those are Danhausen bucks.
You know, if I got some money now, it would be my first SummerSlam payday.
You still don't deserve one 30 years deep.
Here, Danhausen! Here!
We're your biggest fans.
Yes, here you go.
Yes!
Look at this! Look at this! I got a Danhausen dollar. 100 human monies. 100 human.
So Danhausen passing out all the human monies to everybody in the crowd. And look, there's actually dollar bills in there too, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Wow. So freaking cool, dude. All right, so Danhausen gets the victory. Hey, your boys only got 2 matches wrong on all of my predictions thus far, guys, so not too shabby.
SummerSlam Sunday is brought to you by Chumba Casino. Step into the ring, play hundreds of free casino-style games, and smash boredom. Let's Chumba. Well, you know, WWE Radio is now available on Sirius XM channel.
All right, thank you guys for hanging out on TimReynoldsShow. Make sure you guys please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Congratulations to Danhausen getting the victory.
For the championship, turn it around. Corbin grabs Trick in the center of the ring. And the dance.
Oh my God! Here we go.
And it's the end of days to Trick Free. counter, hooking that outside leg. Big fight. Owens fight for the undisputed championship. Tell me he didn't just say that, sucker. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, Chad Gable in his hometown of Minneapolis, Minnesota, looks to win his first singles title against the spectacular Penta. It's next.
All right, guys, we get ready for the men's Intercontinental Championship matchup that will be coming up next. Here where we'll see Chad Gable go one-on-one with the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Penta. I called it Friday night in your card prediction show. Heck yeah, KC. That's what I'm talking about. KC coming in with the predictions. Heck yeah, man. Let's go. All right. So pick your winner for this WWE Intercontinental Championship match on WWE SummerSlam Night 2. All right, we got Penta and Chad Gable. All right, there you go, guys. Our first, our poll question is up for this matchup here. Gonna be incredible to see what happens. Oh yeah, we like you, we do. All right, guys, just waiting to get back to the action here. Hope you guys are doing well. I like you, I do. Gonna be a bingo shopping in a Benz, I like you, I do. I do. Just want you, I just want you. I'm not so big and ass is huge. Jeffrey says Martin Truex Jr. raced the Daytona 500. That is awesome, Jeffrey. I thought so, man. I heard him talking about it at this year's Daytona 500. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Thank you for the SummerSlam, everybody. Great evening, great event. Thank you, Martin. Hope you're doing good, man. Shout out Corey. Buddha hanging out with us in the chat as we wait to get back to the action here, everybody. Hey. Damn. Somebody's not happy with the Detroit Tigers trading Terrence Skubal today. Or was it late last night or whatever? That was crazy. All right, we're waiting to get back to the action here, everybody. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe.
celebration comes to New York City. Join the official WrestleMania 43 watch party at the Infosys Theater at MSG. And when each night of WrestleMania ends, the action continues live and in person with AAA Eternal Glory and NXT Stand and Deliver. Plus, more fan experiences to be announced. Your WrestleMania experience comes to life. Register now to be the first to receive ticket information.
All right.
Wait, Club WWE is officially open. This is...
As we wait to get back to the action here, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
Library you won't find anywhere else. Go to WWE.com/ClubWWE and become a member. Hey, the Legends are here tonight at SummerSlam. How about the Killer Bees? Jim Brunzell, Brian Blair. Legends enjoying SummerSlam tonight.
Killer Bees here tonight.
Wade is here. Rick Martel.
And Rick Martel, WWE legend, here as well.
Right here in Minnesota, the great Greg Gagne is here.
Greg
A
Gagne.
wrestling legend here in Minnesota, and of course, one of the all-time greats, Molly Holly.
And Molly Holly, WWE Hall of Fame class of 2021. That's awesome.
Hey, Wheatley American Vodka and WWE are proud to be joined tonight by Master Sergeant Shane Briscoe.
Heck yeah, guys. Let's go. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us here on Tim Reynolds Show for this live play-by-play here for Night 2 of WWE SummerSlam. We only got a few more matches left to go here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
Minnesota has been waiting.
And ladies and gentlemen, this next match is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring, he is the challenger from Minnesota, Chad Gable! Keep on running!
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Intercontinental
Championship!
Introducing
All right, guys.
the challenger from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
And his sixth attempt to win the Intercontinental title is Chad Gable's Minneapolis, Minnesota's own. Looks to fire up the crowd, and look at the family there. Oh, that's so awesome, man. Oh, it almost brings a tear to your eye, man. That's so cool. Chad Gable's family here in town. And you gotta think Gable is fired up and ready for this matchup. And the Skull Chants have begun!
A lot of stories to talk about in this matchup, including the pressure that is on this young man performing here tonight. We're going to get into all of that in just a moment as Chad Gable looks to feed off this crowd here in Minneapolis.
Yeah, it's not a crowd who came here to see Chad Gable attempt to win the Intercontinental title. They came to see him win the Intercontinental title.
The state of Minnesota represented on his boots, the colors of the NFL's Minnesota Vikings on his tights and knee pads.
And ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, the champion. From Mexico, the luchador and the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Penta!
And
And Chad Gable will face the man who's been an Intercontinental Champion for 153 days in his 10th title defense here in this one. And Penta did defeat Chad Gable in his WWE debut. So these two have faced off before, and it will be a tall task for Chad Gable to be able to defeat Penta in this matchup.
Could win the Intercontinental Championship. Can Chad Gable rewrite this novel here tonight? This match is brought to you tonight by Weekly American.
All right, guys, don't forget to get your votes in here. Who are you picking in this matchup here, ladies and gents? As we wait to get to the action, don't forget to like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you wrestling fans are having a good Sunday evening. All right, as the championship title is held above the head of the referee, and we wait to get things started, make sure you guys like and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show.
98, Triple H in a ladder match. 2003, Gunther and McIntyre. And tonight, in 2026, Gable and Penta for the Intercontinental Gold.
And the bell rings as we wait to see this matchup get started.
A ton of pressure on the shoulder of Chad Gable here tonight. Trying to win the championship in his hometown, in front of his family and friends. You've had the opportunity to compete in your
Gable and Penta staring each other down here in this matchup. And shaking the hands and showing respect. But Penta not afraid to back down from Chad Gable. And now we see these two go at it. And this could definitely be a match of the night as we see a tie up there. Chad Gable able to counter, but Penta counters right back, and so does Gable. Gable taking down Penta, looking for that ankle lock. And that ankle lock already locked in here. Penta trying to fight out of it, and he does. Gable into the roll-up here, and a kick out in two. So Chad Gable misses with the clothesline. Penta, oh, the Hurricane Rana takes down Gable. But coming under the clothesline down, Gable, a nice Russian leg sweep, takes down Penta. And now Gable off the ropes here. Oh, and a spinning front flip heel kick connects there. And now Chad Gable fired up, and the splash misses in the corner as a huge super kick meets his chin instead, and Penta with the Bulldog takes down Chad Gable. And now Penta has the upper hand. Back to his feet, Gable. Uh-oh, gets caught here, Penta. Oh, and the backbreaker there, the cover, and a kick out in two. And what a beautiful super kick there by Penta, connecting to that one there right to the side of the eye of Chad Gable. And Gable now back to his feet. And let's go Gable chants starting out here now. And wait a minute, Penta. Oh, with the huge chop to the chest of Chad Gable. Are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness. And now, oh, looking for the Penta driver. Springboard caught. Chad Gable's got Penta where he wants him. And a German suplex. And Gable keeps the hands locked. Another German suplex with Gable locking those hands in. And looking for a third German suplex. Bridging into the Northern Lights suplex. But a kick out of two. And Penta able to kick out of that Northern Lights suplex there on that third German suplex attempt there by Chad Gable. Back to his feet. Penta misses with the right hand. Gable into the corner. Thrown shoulder first. It's the left shoulder of Gable into the top turnbuckle. And now, the kick to the thigh as we see Penta back on the attack. Gable throws him into the corner, though. Penta catches Gable here. And now the knees on the back of Gable. But Gable able to fight out of it. Chad with a clothesline knocks down Penta. Up to the top rope. Here goes Gable. A moonsault. And it misses. I think Penta was able to counter the cover here. And a kick out in two. And wow, guys, it looked like Penta was able to counter that moonsault. Look at the replay here. Yes, a kick right to the chest of Chad Gable by Penta. A beautiful counter now in the corner. Oh, the enziguri to the face. And now, looking for that handstand drop kick. Oh, Gable. He had it countered there, and now the roll through here, and Gable going out to that ankle. The ankle lock's locked in. Oh, but Penta able to counter, throwing Gable outside the ring. And now Penta leaping over the top, takes out Gable. And Chad Gable taken out by Penta, that high-risk maneuver over the top rope as Penta shows no fear. You see the replay here. Penta over the top, and man, that looked like a rough landing for Penta. And you see that there. Wow. It does look like the back of the head and back of Penta landed on that outside padding. And now throwing Gable back inside the ring is Penta. And I think here Penta grabbing at that lower back could be in trouble. And wait a minute, Penta catching him, and the Penta driver! The cover here! And Gable kicks out in two! Whoa! What's up, Tim? How we doing, brother? And oh my goodness, man, the Penta driver not enough to put away Chad Gable, who continues to fight here at WWE SummerSlam in Minnesota. The hometown crowd rooting for their hometown boy, Chad Gable. But Penta taking this match to the limit. And a big chop there connects. And another right hand connects as well. That one from Gable. And now Chad and Penta back to their feet. A chop there by Penta connects. And now Gable with a chop of his own knocks down Penta. Back to their feet. Oh, another big chop. But Gable right back. And now Penta and Gable just going at it with blow after blow. And the super kick connects from Penta. And now Gable got caught. Oh, and Penta gets tossed into the corner. The cover here. And a kick out in two.
And what Chad cannot do here, Wade, is get frustrated.
They can't get frustrated.
And you see, Chad Gable may have been busted open already as he heads up to the top rope here. This could be a high-risk maneuver for Gable. And now here we go, Chad. And the headbutt. Oh, but the counter by Penta. And now wait a minute.
He does not want this from Penta. Penta focusing on the shoulder.
Oh, no.
And there's the sacrifice.
And there's the sacrifice as Penta goes after that left arm, and Chad Gable is just able to kick out. And man, Gable now grabbing at that left arm as Penta used that sacrifice maneuver to bend that arm backwards. And now Penta back to his feet. Gable looks like he's in trouble. And a big kick to the shoulder here by Penta. And another kick there to the back of the left shoulder. That injured shoulder by Chad Gable. And Gable trying to fight here. And the super kick as Penta tells Gable he's sorry. And now looking for the Mexican Destroyer. Penta, Gable, able to catch him, I think, is Gable. And now the counter, the roll through. Chad with the ankle lock. The ankle lock's locked in. Gable trying to force Penta to tap, but a roll through. Penta able to counter. Now in the corner, Gable moves out of the way, and Penta catches him. And now Gable on the top rope, and wait a minute. Oh, going after the arm. On Penta, the arm bar over the top rope as Gable takes it to Penta here. Forced to let go now on the outside ring apron. Gable, looking for that right hand, but it's blocked. A kick to the gut by Penta. And now Penta, catches Gable, and Chad able to counter there. Penta lands on his feet, but a German suplex on the ring apron connects. Wow! And a beautiful German suplex there by Chad Gable as he continues to battle here. And Gable, Gable heading to the top rope here. This could be a high-risk maneuver for Gable. The moonsault takes out Penta! And this could be the momentum swifting and shifting into Chad Gable's favor as he throws Penta back inside the ring. And now to the top rope here. And the headbutt connects. And now the cover by Chad Gable. And a kick at it too. And a beautiful German suplex followed by that standing moonsault to take out Penta on the outside. And even the diving headbutt connecting was not enough for Gable to get the pin on Penta here just yet. And now Gable putting Penta on the top rope here.
Because he just can't use the left arm weight. I mean, he can use it, but what's it at? 20% strength. It's almost worthless here.
And now you see here, Chad Gable in trouble. Headbutt knocks him off to the ring apron here. And here goes Penta. Oh! The Mexican Destroyer nearly decapitates Chad Gable. And now Penta going for the cover here. And a kick out. And Gable still has some fight left in him. And Penta can't believe it.
That would have been a clear knockout. But you see, Chad Gable somehow able to roll through it. Might be a sense of perhaps exhaustion.
So Penta looking for another Mexican Destroyer here. And Gable back to his feet. And Gable, slams down and counters into the ankle lock. The ankle lock's locked in. Will Penta tap out? Gable trying to force Penta to submit here. And Penta in the middle of the ring trying to fight out of it. And Gable pulls Penta away from the bottom rope. Trying to make Penta tap out here. Gable has it locked in. Penta taps! Penta taps! And your winner and new WWE Intercontinental Champion, Chad Gable!
How sweet it is! After years and years of near misses, Chad Gable has finally done it. Chad Gable wins the first singles championship of his storied career.
Hard work and perseverance will always push through. Man, gosh, dude, I can cry here for Gable, man. Wow, bro. Dude, congratulations to Chad Gable, dude. Wow, bro. All those years of grinding, and right there, the ankle lock forces the submission as Penta taps out, and your winner here and new WWE Intercontinental Champion, Chad Gable, in his hometown of Minnesota. Of Minneapolis, Minnesota, rooting him on, and Penta showing a lot of respect to Gable as he grabs the title away from Chad. And wait a minute. And Penta putting the title belt around Gable's waist and raising the hand of the new champion. A sign of respect from Penta to Chad Gable. What a matchup, man. Dude, I could cry, bro. That is just poetry, man. That guy worked his butt off. This was his 6th attempt at winning the Intercontinental Championship. And look, his family comes inside the ring. And Chad Gable's son wearing his ring attire too. That is awesome. And the Gable girls as his wife embraces him. There's his mom, I believe. His dad getting in the ring. Oh, man. Wow. Congratulations, Chad, man. You deserve it, bro. Ah, what a match, man. What a moment for him and his family, dude. Wow. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. Ah.
My name is Chad Gable. And I was born, raised, and I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And this is my family who has stood by me through the highs and lows, all the way to this moment right now, when I can finally say, I am the Intercontinental Champion.
How can you not love this?
Wow, man.
The epitome of never say die, of never give up.
The epitome of never say die.
Chad Gable comes out as the match's top dog. He's really got that dog in him.
¿Están Beautiful.
Listos para hacer historia, mi gente?
Are you ready to make history?
Couldn't get
Wow.
any bigger. They were drawn for the first time ever. 2 nights, 2 cities, 1 historic triple mania. Y por tu increíble demanda, Night 1 moved to the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas.
Tim, he deserved to win more than anybody, man. 100% disagree with you, dog. Chad Gable deserved that win, dude. Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt, man. All right, guys. What a win by Chad Gable.
WrestleMania Night 1 will now take place at MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Pre-sales start tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific. Tickets go on sale to the general public this Tuesday, 10 a.m. Pacific via Access.com. All Triple Mania lessor buyers will be contacted for their new seats at MGM Grand Garden Arena. Don't miss Night 1 of this historic 2-night event live in Las Vegas.
All right, guys, appreciate y'all hanging out here on the channel. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. And, man, what a win for Chad Gable, guys. What a win.
country was built for those willing to take a chance.
All right, thank you guys for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. We are here on commercial break. Here for night 2 of WWE SummerSlam. Make sure you guys please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Use someone else to win a match. Tim, he didn't use anybody to win a match, man. He won that match fair and square. I don't know what you're talking about or what you're watching, dude. All right, guys. WWE Universe, we just seen history made at WWE SummerSlam in Minnesota when we would see the WWE Intercontinental Championship on the line as Penta would go one-on-one with Minnesota's own Chad Gable. And this matchup was incredible as both men took each other to the limit in what was an epic matchup in front of the Minnesota crowd there at US Bank Stadium. And guys, Minneapolis was loud and proud as they would see Minnesota's own Chad Gable get the victory over Penta, forcing the submission as we see Penta tap out to the ankle lock. And your new WWE Intercontinental Champion is none other than Chad Gable, who wins his first singles title in his WWE career. Congratulations to Chad Gable, and what a win here at the 2026 WWE SummerSlam in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It was a great win in front of the home crowd, and now Chad Gable will get to celebrate with his family just like he did inside the ring, and hey, even had himself a couple of root beers, man. That was awesome. Congratulations to Chad Gable, and man, guys, this one actually brought some tears to my eyes, man, seeing him celebrate with his family inside the ring. And let this be an example for all wrestling fans and WWE Universe out there that as long as you continue to work hard and persevere and follow your dreams, you can accomplish anything, man. And Chad Gable, I think, really taught us that here today with a huge win over Penta to become the new WWE Intercontinental Champion. Congratulations to Chad Gable, and thank you, wrestling fans, for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Make sure you guys please like and subscribe to the channel, and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show for more of my WWE content, and check out my live stream play-by-plays for WWE Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown right here on Tim Reynolds Show, one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. It's Tim Reynolds Show. Now, let's go. Yeah. Woo! Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I just got me a Subway sub coming for dinner. Ow! Let's go. Para chick, para sipping, Lamborghini. All right, appreciate everybody hanging out here on the channel. Guys, we're already up almost to 20 likes. Try to help us out here on the channel and help support us any way you can. And guys, man, don't forget right after we're done here as well, guys, I'm going to do my WWE show review here in this one. And we'll make sure to get you guys a fresh review of all the matches here. I'll give my match grades for each match. Man, there really has not been a bad match here at all, to be honest with you. Ooh, Casey says chopped egg for dinner. Mrs. Reynolds in the chat. Whoop, whoop. What's up, baby? All right, as we wait to get back to the premium live event, WWE SummerSlam here, night 2 in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Make sure you guys please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, guys, don't forget Saturday, October 10th, will be WWE Money in the Bank in New Orleans. And that's going to be very interesting.
From our main event here tonight. It includes
And ladies and gentlemen, we have reached that point in the evening where we will get to our main eventer of the evening.
By Joe Tess.
Thank you very much, Michael. We're thrilled to tell everybody that on the SummerSlam post show, we will have as live guests Kevin Owens and Chelsea Green. Joe Tessitore alongside Biggie and Corey Graves. Real quick in previewing this main event, give me the angle for Seth Rollins to win this.
If Rollins can exist tonight in his wheelhouse, be the architect, execute his game plan to perfection, Rollins will leave with the World Heavyweight Championship. Failure to execute perfectly, though, and still.
And for Roman Reigns to retain, Biggie?
Roman has to forget about the betrayal. He has to forget about Shield chair lore. Put all that aside. Remember who you are. You're bigger. You're faster. You're stronger. You're the OTC. Remember who you are.
Well, these fans here in Minneapolis just love their hometown hero, Chad Gable. And speaking of local favorites, what do you say we head just behind us to NFL superstar, WWE superfan, Vikings great, Justin Jefferson.
What? JJ's here.
Minnesota was good.
What's up, Justin Jefferson?
Y'all not loud enough for me. Y'all not loud enough. I said what's good. Yeah. I need y'all to have that same energy because y'all know what time it is. It's time for the main event. So let's get it.
Hello, my brother.
Oh boy.
In here, one goal in mind.
We were committed to the cause. We were committed to take over.
Oh, yeah, you were.
Years, you and I have been tied together. There is one thing that you have not been able to do. Beat me.
I don't want to beat you. I need to beat you.
I own you. WrestleMania 31, I cashed in on your ass and sent your whole family home in tears. Seth Rollins beats Roman Reigns every single time. I own you.
Seth Rollins is the Tribal Chief's #1 hater. What if you do beat me at SummerSlam? You're going to carry it for a couple months and get hurt again?
Yikes.
Some people just can't handle the pressure and the burden of being the top guy around here. I'm the only real superstar the WWE has.
Who's on your Mount Rushmore? This man is his own mountain.
Acknowledge me. After all these years, he still needs a money in the bank briefcase to become champion.
Yes, he did. Yes, he
You're
did.
number 2, always going to be number 2. I'm number 1, always going to be number 1. And just acknowledge it, bitch. I need to beat you.
My brother, I will always love you.
Little brother, I hate you. At SummerSlam, I'll show you what #1 looks like.
You will never be able to escape the ghost of Seth Rollins.
Oh, yeah, KC, more than likely will not be a clean match. I agree with you there. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, this next match is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship! What? And making his way to the ring with the Shield entrance until he burns it down! Oh, 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 burn it down! And ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring for this next match that's scheduled for one fall, it is the visionary, the revolutionary, Seth freaking Rollins! As he heads in with an 8-2 record, career at WWE SummerSlam, and looks to dethrone the OTC Roman Reigns and win back the World Heavyweight Championship that he never lost.
I mean, the outfit is one thing, Michael Cole. The not-so-subtle Shield references to me are far more important. That is a vivid, visceral signal to the man he's competing against tonight.
Whoa! Whoa! Burn it down!
In this match tonight, our main event is brought to you by Wingstop.
All right, thank you, KC, helping us out in the chat. Appreciate your very kind comment there, and shout out to Mrs. Reynolds, guys. Love you, baby. Thank you for believing in me and allowing me to follow my dream. All right, so pick your winner. And Rollins staring down the ramp, waiting for the OTC to make his entrance for our main event of SummerSlam Night 2. And ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans and WWE Universe, making his way to the ring, representing the bloodline, and carrying the Ulafala around his neck, he is your WWE World Heavyweight Champion, from Pensacola, Florida, the OTC, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns!
It is interesting that the infamous steel chair delivered to Roman Reigns 12 years ago that would dissolve one of the great groups in WWE history known as the Shield would actually lead to the birth of two of the greatest singles competitors of the last decade in WWE. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns have become pioneers of this era. They never left WWE. They got us to where we are today. And now, once and for all tonight, they both want to shed the obsession that they have had with each other for the past 12 years.
And as Roman Reigns makes his way to the ring, Seth Rollins staring down the World Heavyweight Champion as these two men finally look to put this rivalry to bed. And will this finally be the final chapter of this long story rivalry between these two WWE superstars? It's safe to say that Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins have been two of the biggest WWE superstars in the past decade that have helped set up this new generation of talent. And now it all comes down to this: a World Heavyweight Championship matchup where Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns look to put this rivalry to bed.
Two men who have dominated SummerSlam over the last 10 years. Roman Reigns with a record of 7-1. Seth Rollins with a record of 8-2. Last year, Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank on CM Punk. A few months later, he had to relinquish the world title due to injury. And tonight, he wants to win back the championship he never lost. Let's head up to our ring announcer, the great Alicia Taylor.
And the OTC chants coming in for Roman Reigns.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 210 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins! His opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, the OTC, Roman
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for our main event of the evening. Here for night 2 of WWE SummerSlam. It's Seth freaking Rollins versus the OTC Roman Reigns. And we're ready
In many ways,
to get it on.
needs to close this chapter and end his obsession with Roman Reigns as well.
Yeah, to me, Cole, words from both men. Put them aside. All those feelings of resentment, bitterness, brotherhood, betrayal, they're all coming flooding back the second this bell rings.
And the bell rings to get us underway officially. And Rollins trying to intimidate and get in the head of Roman Reigns
And
here.
Seth continues to play mind games with the OTC.
And this match is officially underway, but both men staring each other down inside the ring.
Externally, but you know internally there is just a mania building in his mind right now. The ghost of Christmas past right there. Seth Rollins continues to haunt the island of relevance.
This is our main event of SummerSlam Sunday.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to start the main event. Both men finally walking to the middle of the ring, taking their time to get things started. And finally, we're getting to the action. And a tie-up here in the middle of the ring. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins going at it as Roman shoves Seth Rollins into the corner. The referee having to force to break them up here as Roman gets the better of Rollins and shoves him in the chest in the corner.
How does Roman keep his championship tonight?
And Roman Reigns trying to get in the head of Rollins now.
In his head. He has to block it out as best he can. If he gets
Another tie-up here in the middle of the ring again. Rollins again forced into the corner, but this time able to reverse it. And now slapping the back of the head of Roman Reigns here. Ooh, and shoving him in the face as he comes out of the corner now. Seth Rollins trying to get in the head of Roman Reigns.
As champion, it ended because Roman Reigns let his emotions get the best of him at WrestleMania when Seth Rollins came to the ring and allowed Cody Rhodes to win the title. Roman Reigns has never.
All right, so a tie-up here in the middle of the ring again.
How do you beat?
And now this time into a side headlock now is Seth Rollins. And Rollins trying to pull that side headlock in. Roman trying to battle out of it. Now gets Rollins off the ropes here. And oh, a shoulder tackle knocks down Rollins. And the one's in the air for Roman Reigns. Off the ropes here. Roman leaps over Rollins. Rollins leaps over Roman. And Roman with a side headlock. And that's countered as Rollins gets the side headlock. But now off the ropes there. Leaping over Roman. Now Roman leaping over Rollins. And missing with that elbow now. And Rollins with the sling blade takes down Roman Reigns. And Rollins getting the WWE Universe to start singing his song here once again.
It's interesting, two of the most popular
and continuing to battle here in our main event matchup. Rollins looking to get in the head of Roman Reigns here. And oh, missing with that clothesline and a chop now. And the combination left and rights now from Rollins. Roman backed into a corner here. And more combination left and rights with body shots. And now shots to the head. But Roman able to counter but missing with the clothesline. And now a chop to the chest. Not once but twice by Rollins. And now Seth to the middle rope. The right hands hammering down here on the skull of Roman Reigns. And staying in it here as the crowd goes after Rollins. Roman, a big clothesline out of the corner. And another one knocks down Seth. Now off the ropes here goes Rollins. Able to counter. Roman off the ropes. And oh, missing with that leaping clothesline. A kick to the knee. And a super kick right to the face by Rollins.
Rollins is countering everything that Rollins is trying. And this historical ghost that haunts Roman is continuing right now. That is how you get in the head of the OTC.
Well, you heard what Rollins said, right? He believes he's the architect of Roman Reigns, that he created the Reigns that we see today.
And oh, the big leaping elbow there in the corner by Rollins. Roman in trouble. And oh, missing with that splash head first. And a big leaping clothesline by Roman Reigns. Takes down Rollins. And now, here come the clotheslines in the corner by Roman Reigns as he continues to bring the fight to Rollins.
And now it's Roman's turn.
What's up, Rodney? And now Roman Reigns off the ropes here. A big boot knocks down Rollins. And Seth Rollins in big trouble here as you see the ones in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. And locked and loaded, ladies and gentlemen. Roman Reigns looking for that Superman punch. And missing. Rollins able to counter. And a spinning elbow connects to Reigns. And Roman, the clothesline as Rollins takes him out of the ring. And a beautiful clothesline. And now Seth, could be looking for something here. And Rollins off the ropes here. Diving through, takes out Roman. And Reigns into the barrier. Now Rollins back in the ring. And again diving through. Taking out Roman Reigns. And Roman again now leaping in trouble. Limping here. And now Rollins again. This time, pushing Roman right into the table there. The Spanish announce table. As Seth Rollins now has the upper hand here on Roman Reigns. And wait a minute. Rollins looking at that announcer's table. What could he be thinking here? This is not good. And now clearing off the Spanish announcer's table is Seth Rollins. Oh boy.
Telling Rollins to get back in the ring and break the count. You have to believe the official's going to have a lot of leeway.
And now you see here, Roman back to his feet. Rollins back in the ring, but looking to dive again. But that time, a big right hand by Roman Reigns takes down Rollins. And a drop kick there to the side of the head drops Rollins. And yeah, Tim, you could be right. I do think there's a chance the bloodline gets involved here. It costs Roman, or helps Roman win this match. And now you see here Rollins. Oh, the clothesline takes him out to the WWE Universe. And now Seth Rollins in trouble here. Roman, over the barricade here. And now they're going at it with the right hand to Rollins in the WWE Universe. In the audience, a big chop there by Rollins. And now a big headbutt there from Roman. Rollins with a kick to the gut. Roman still battling here. And a big right hand to Roman Reigns. Rollins now with the upper hand here in the middle of the WWE Universe. And Roman with the right hand. Rollins with a right hand. Roman right back with another right. Rollins with another right hand. And these two still going at it. And the counter there by Roman, and now the head of Rollins, a throat going off the top of the barrier. Roman Reigns dapping up a young fan there in the audience. And you gotta think Roman's gotta get Rollins back inside the ring. And a couple of elbows here to the gut by Rollins. And now, using a weapon on the outside.
Roman breathing heavily.
And now Seth here going after Roman Reigns.
A ton of leeway, as you mentioned, Cole, and rightly so. Nobody wants this thing thrown out. I said let him fight.
And now, the reversal as you see Rollins suplexed on the outside. And now Roman Reigns may have the upper hand. What a suplex there on the outside, and you can see the back of Rollins just bouncing off of that barrier there. And wait a minute, Roman here could be looking for a, and looking for a spear, but Rollins with a big knee, and that connects, and now Rollins throwing Roman Reigns back inside near the ring. And now here Rollins up on the barrier. And the high knee connects to the face of Roman. Leaping off the barrier was Seth Rollins. And now Rollins back inside the ring, but he will not be there long.
At this stage, but we know they can ratchet through the gears. We've seen it time and again. And Seth Rollins looks like he's got some major plans here.
Roman just trying to stand up, trying to use the barricade.
Now Roman Reigns trying to stand back up to his feet here. And Rollins measuring the tribal chief here. And stealing his move as Rollins looks to hit Roman with the spear. But wait a minute. Rollins in trouble. Roman picking up Rollins on his shoulders here. And the power bomb through the announcer table as Roman Reigns power bomb Seth freaking Rollins. Are you kidding me? Wow.
Body buckling. Rollins cooked up something devious, but
And what a power bomb as Rollins goes right through the announcer's table. And looks like Roman Reigns has the upper hand now.
admonishing Roman Reigns to break the count. The champion's back into the ring momentarily. He played high school football, Roman having some fun with the Minnesota Vikings here at ringside. Mocking Rollins.
And now Rollins laying waste on top of that broken announcer table. But Roman Reigns is not done as he clears off the other announcer's table here. Oh no, Roman Reigns looking for another power bomb on Rollins. Rollins all able to counter. Roman in trouble now. Rollins with Roman on his shoulders and a power bomb through the table. And Rollins reverses and puts Roman Reigns, the World Heavyweight Champion, with a power
table. And it looks like Seth Rollins may have the upper hand here. Holy crap. And what a massacre this is. The referee trying to get both men back inside the ring. And now a count-out call.
And this only favors Roman. A count-out would keep the title around the waist of Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins has to get Reigns back in the ring, or at least break the count.
But even you know Roman Reigns doesn't want it ended like this. Roman Reigns wants a definitive victory over the ghost of his past, Seth Rollins.
The referee up to 7 now. Which one of these men are going to get inside the ring first?
Rollins is close. Reigns a million miles off.
A count of 9. Rollins beats the count. Reigns.
And Reigns beats the count, but wait a minute. Rollins grabbing Roman. The pedigree. The pedigree connects the cover by Rollins. And Roman kicks out at 2. And what a main event matchup here, folks. Rollins hits the pedigree on Roman Reigns as soon as they get back in the ring. And a kick out by Roman after it looked like Rollins had enough to put him away. And the crowd with "This is awesome" chants as they're loving it here in Minneapolis.
I mean, it's lunacy that these two are even moving at this point, but one man is moving better than the other.
And that's right, Rollins now back to his feet. Roman is not where he wants to be, as Rollins could be looking for the stop here, but the Superman punch connects out of nowhere. The cover by Reigns, and a kick out at 2 by Rollins. And Seth Rollins so close. Or I should say Roman Reigns so close.
Wait, are the emotions starting to run through Reigns' brain? What do I need to do to beat him? How can I beat him?
I gotta be honest with you.
And I gotta tell you guys, Roman Reigns pulling out all the stops to try to beat Seth Rollins, and Rollins doing the same. But man, it's a stalemate right now, ladies and gentlemen. Both men laid out in the middle of the ring. Which one will be able to rise first and overcome to get the victory here tonight?
WWE are battling it out tonight for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Uh-oh, Roman. First man to his knees here as he stares down Seth Rollins and tell him, I need to beat you. And uh-oh, Roman feeling it here. The crowd feeling it here. And now the OTC has Rollins set up where he wants him. And ooh, ah! And Roman missing with the spear, head first into the middle turnbuckle, and the stomp connects by Rollins. The cover on Roman. And oh, a kick out in 2. Roman kicked out. Roman kicked out. And Seth Rollins is livid. He cannot believe this. And now you see Roman went for the spear. He misses. He went head first into the middle turnbuckle. And the stop by Rollins. And Seth with the cover. But Roman Reigns gets the shoulder up. And the crowd here in Minneapolis, Minnesota is stunned here in the U.S. Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Vikings. And Rollins looking down, wondering what he needs to do to put Roman away. And now Rollins back on the attack here, trying to pick up the body of Roman Reigns. Rollins now with Roman on his shoulders. Reigns put up on the top rope here. And now Seth, possibly looking for a superplex here.
We talked about it earlier in the show, those championship gears when the spotlight is the brightest.
And now Rollins going up to the top rope here. This could be a high-risk maneuver. Reigns is in trouble. Rollins looking for a superplex here. And Reigns trying to battle out of it, I believe. And a big uppercut there. Rollins now in trouble as he steps down to the middle rope here. And now the headbutt from Roman Reigns knocks down Rollins. Roman on the top rope, but wait a minute, leaping up to the top rope, it's Seth Rollins, and now Roman's in trouble. Rollins with a superplex, rolling through, looking for a Falcon Arrow, but Reigns, oh no! The guillotine's locked in! Roman Reigns looking to force Seth Rollins to tap out here! And Roman's got that guillotine cinched in tight! Will he force Rollins to tap out?
Reigns got it locked in. Rollins with nowhere to go.
And oh my goodness! Roman Reigns trying to put away Rollins! Rollins trying to counter! No, Roman's! Wrapping the legs around Rollins! This could be the end of it! Seth Rollins in dire trouble here! As that guillotine's locked in! Rollins trying not to fade! But with the legs wrapped around the waist of Seth Rollins, Roman looking to put Rollins away, but Rollins trying to get fired up here, trying to get back to his feet. And uh-oh, Roman, you're in trouble here, man. And I tell you what, this does not look good. And oh my goodness here, Seth Rollins trying to pick up Roman here. And I don't know if he can do it, and he does, but Roman able to land on his feet. And the spear takes down Rollins. The cover by Reigns. Oh, and Seth gets the shoulder up. How did he do that? How did Seth Rollins get the shoulder up? Rollins looked like he didn't have the strength to pick up Roman and hit him with the suplex, and Roman able to counter with the spear, but somehow Rollins gets the shoulder up. What? Are you kidding me? And Roman saying the same thing we thought. He thought that was 3. And now the right hand from Roman Reigns as Rollins is in big trouble here. And Roman talking down to Rollins. And now Roman with the right hands on Rollins, and Rollins asking for it as Roman continues to beat down the challenger. And what a main event match here, folks, on SummerSlam. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are taking it to the limit here in this one. And looking to battle back. And now slapping the face of Rollins off the ropes here. Oh, a spear by Rollins! A spear by Seth! The cover here on Roman Reigns! Oh, a kick out! A kick out on 2 by Roman Reigns! Are you kidding me, folks? Wow! This match is incredible! Seth Rollins hits Roman Reigns with the spear, and somehow Roman gets the shoulder up!
The World Heavyweight Championship, and you've got to see the reaction in the arena. This is the Vikings, the Minnesota Vikings team, loving what they're seeing.
So now Rollins, the one talking smack to Roman here. And now Rollins picking up Roman Reigns here. And no bloodline yet in sight, guys. But now Roman Reigns in trouble as Rollins picks him up, looking for a power bomb here. And a buckle bomb in the corner by Rollins. And off the ropes, missing with the stop, a roll up. But wait a minute, Roman Reigns picks up Rollins. And now Roman with his own buckle bomb in the corner. And now Roman with the stop. Roman used the stop on Rollins. The cover here. Oh, and Seth Rollins gets the shoulder up. Are you kidding me? What a match! And somehow Seth Rollins finds a way to kick out of the buckle bomb with the combination stop from Roman Reigns, stealing Seth Rollins' own finisher, just like Rollins did a minute ago. And Rollins somehow gets the shoulder up.
That's what they want to prove. We're still waiting for the answer, Cole.
What a damn match.
And the crowd chanting, "This is awesome."
At this point, how are you not completely laid out? It's like they both get re-energized.
And both men staring each other down in the ring. And Roman Reigns says it's just me and you.
It's only been me and you.
And now Roman and Rollins talking a bunch of trash to one another. And all the right hand by Roman. And now Rollins with a right hand of his own. And Roman Reigns with a right hand to Rollins. And now Seth with a right hand to Reigns. And another right elbow. But this one, a right hand from Seth. Roman with another right hand. Rollins with another right. And no one's pulling their punches here, folks. It's back and forth. What a battle. Rollins now with the elbows to the chin of Roman. But the uppercut from Reigns. And oh, they just knocked down the referee. And now an uppercut connects there. And Roman Reigns with another uppercut. And now coming out of the ropes here, a big clothesline by Rollins. And Seth is feeling it here. And now Roman. And wait a minute, Rollins gets countered, and now, oh, the DDT to Seth Rollins. And man, using the move that Dean Ambrose made famous. And now in the corner, Roman Reigns looking to put Rollins away. And the spear misses, and Roman just speared the referee, and now Rollins with the stop. There to Roman, but there's no referee. What's gonna happen now? Oh no. So with Roman Reigns spearing the referee, Rollins hitting the stop right afterwards, but now Rollins can't win the match. What's gonna happen now? And guys, this has got to be one of the best main events at SummerSlam I have ever seen. What a match.
This is one of those matches, Wade, you never want to see it.
Wait a minute, Seth Rollins looking for something here.
Sean Bennett is down and out.
And wait a minute. Rollins looking at the title, looking at Roman, now on the outside of the ring. Oh no, Rollins looking at that steel chair. Oh no, will history repeat itself? Rollins grabbing the steel chair.
With a steel chair. The weapon
Oh boy.
that started this all 12 years ago.
A blast from the past.
Much like the betrayal of
Rollins back inside the ring. Roman
with a steel
climbing up the ropes here. And Rollins gonna look to use that steel chair, but Roman with the uppercut to Rollins. And now that steel chair is there for the taking. And will Roman Reigns grab it? And you can see Roman hesitating. And I think Seth Rollins is really getting into the head of Roman here with that steel chair. And now Roman, all these years later, looks to hit that steel chair shot when it matters most. And Roman hesitating with the steel chair in hand. Rollins already back to his feet. What's Roman gonna do here? He tosses the steel chair. And now Rollins, realizing what he just heard, turns around and stares at Roman.
I've moved past this. We're gonna end this man to man.
And now Rollins staring a hole through Roman Reigns. And these two men once again putting on a clinic here in the main event of SummerSlam. Roman staring down Rollins. Rollins staring down Roman Reigns. And now, right hands raining down by both men, connecting over and over to their skulls. And now both men are exhausted as we see Seth going for the right punch. Rollins attacking again. Roman's coming right back, and now Reigns trying to defend himself. The elbows there from Seth. Roman Reigns with another right elbow. And Rollins with another right elbow. Both men just exchanging blows, and Roman with another one. And another big right hand. And Rollins asking for more. Roman with a right hand. This is intense, folks. And now the slap to the face of the World Heavyweight Champion, Rollins, telling Roman, come on. And the headbutt, and another headbutt, and now Roman with the clubby blows to the back, Rollins with a kick to the gut, and now the kicks to the chin, the face here by Rollins. And now going for that spinning elbow again, but an uppercut countered there by Roman. And then, a kick to the chin, Roman Reigns with a Superman punch, and Rollins not even phased, but missing with the clothesline. And he caught him with the pedigree. Roman went for the spear and got caught with a pedigree. And now Seth Rollins looking to put this matchup away. Roman Reigns. And Rollins misses with the stomp. Roman able to move out of the way. And now Rollins again. Hitting the stomp that time. And now, Rollins from the middle rope, looking to hit Roman once again from the top rope. Rollins looking for a huge stop, but Roman moves out of the way. A spear! He spears Rollins! And now Roman off the ropes here, and another spear to Seth Rollins! Roman Reigns delivering another devastating spear to Seth freaking Rollins. And uh-oh, Roman back to his feet, looking to put this matchup away. Roman staring down Rollins. And ooh, and another spear, a third spear to Rollins. The cover. Here comes the referee. And here's your winner, and still the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns. And what a matchup, ladies and gentlemen.
What to say? Except that was one of the greatest main events I've witnessed at SummerSlam. I don't think we have ever seen two competitors expend as much energy, as much violence, as much of their soul in pursuit of
what a
victory
match. What a main event.
in tonight's main event.
WWE Universe in the main event of WWE SummerSlam in Minnesota. We would see the World Heavyweight Championship on the line as Seth freaking Rollins looks to dethrone and win back the title that he never lost from Roman Reigns. But the OTC would take Seth freaking Rollins all the way to his limit in an epic main event matchup at WWE SummerSlam 2026, and we would see the OTC Roman Reigns retain his World Heavyweight Championship after he delivered multiple spears. Even though Rollins was able to hit that pedigree, he would go for another huge stop from the top rope, but we would see Roman roll out of the way and connect with a spear, and then another devastating spear again to Rollins, and the final spear in this matchup would be the dagger as Roman Reigns finally puts this rivalry with Seth Rollins to rest with a 1, 2, 3 pinfall victory to retain and still your World Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns. And what does this mean for Roman Reigns and the World Heavyweight Championship and the Bloodline moving forward? I'm not sure, but what a victory for Roman Reigns here on WWE SummerSlam 2026. Make sure you guys please hit that like button and subscribe to one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show, and don't forget to check out more of my WWE content and my live play-by-plays for WWE Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown here on my YouTube channel before the start of the 2020 NFL season. Thank you guys hanging out here on the channel. Thank you wrestling fans, and thank you WWE Universe, and congratulations to Roman Reigns getting the victory over Seth freaking Rollins. And you can see Rollins, the look and disgust on the face of Seth freaking Rollins as it finally starts to sink in that Roman Reigns was able to get the victory. And now Rollins may have to start really worrying about his future, as both of these men gave everything they had inside the ring. And wait a minute, Roman putting his fist in the middle.
And it is forever done.
And the show of respect there by Roman Reigns, putting his fist out there for Seth Rollins one last time to make the Shield fist bump. And Roman Reigns is still your World Heavyweight Champion. And you see Seth Rollins walking to the back after an epic effort there in this one. But unfortunately, he falls short. And what does this mean for the future of Seth freaking Rollins? I'm not sure, ladies and gentlemen. And what a main event for WWE SummerSlam it was. As Roman Reigns is victorious. And all right, guys, we're going to get right into my WWE show review here on Tim Reynolds Show. Hope you guys are ready for it. We're going to recap every single match that happened here on night 2. Going to give you guys my match grades as well. Make sure you guys please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, so welcome to this WWE show review on Tim Reynolds Show. All right, guys, so let's get right into it here as we set things up. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, ladies and gents, as we get right into it here, guys, as we recap night 2 here on WWE SummerSlam in Minnesota. And guys, we would see the match that kicked us off was supposed to be Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor. But guys, we would see something completely different happen here to start the show because of General Manager Nick Aldis. And yes, guys, you heard that right, because last night we did see that Triple H reinstated Nick Aldis as the SmackDown General Manager. So this was very interesting to see how this was going to play out. But he came out with a huge announcement, and this one maybe was a little predictable, especially because he would make Gunther a participant here in this #1 contendership matchup. And because of that, it looks like Nick Aldis would try to make this a triple threat match. And I gotta tell you guys, I am crazy to see what's gonna happen here when we put all of these guys in the same match together. I mean, gosh, man, I'm not exactly sure what to expect here, but it was a big matchup because Gunther would be added to it. So you think, all right, a triple threat. Well, Sami and Finn Balor aren't happy about that. And I tell you what, I don't blame them whatsoever, because then we wouldn't even see Nick Aldis be done yet. He never said this was a triple threat. As a matter of fact, he would tell us that that match would become none other than a fatal four-way match after we seen the return of Kevin Owens! And guys, Kevin Owens would take on both Finn Balor and Sami Zayn and Gunther, and the winner would be crowned as the new #1 contender for the undisputed WWE Championship. So we would see these 4 men really battle it out inside the square circle, giving everything they'd have, but we would see Kevin Owens come out on top and get the victory here, and he is now the new #1 contender for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Congratulations to Kevin Owens. What a victory for him. And now he'll go on to take on CM Punk for that WWE title. So we'll see what happens with him. But man, what a big pop for Kevin Owens coming back to WWE. You got to feel bad for Sami Zayn and Finn Balor. Definitely don't feel bad for Gunther. But man, Gunther again loses a #1 contendership match. Yikes, man. You got to feel bad for him. And then, guys, up next, we would see the WWE Women's Interim Championship ladder match here on WWE SummerSlam Night 2, where it would be the Queen, Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill, Chelsea Green. Last Legend was the last participant able to qualify on Friday Night SmackDown. And then the WWE Women's United States Champion, Tiffany Stratton, would battle it out, and we would see all of these ladies really take it to the limit here. I mean, I haven't seen a better women's ladder match, I think, in a long time. And these women would definitely show off why they are who they are and why they are some of the best in WWE. We would see in this one Last Legend show off her power. We would also see Tiffany Stratton show off her skills in ladder matches. She's starting to get pretty good at these, as a matter of fact. And we would even see Chelsea Green make a big statement as well in this matchup. But it was the fight between Charlotte Flair and Jade Cargill that seemed to be the most interesting, because I tell you what, guys, it was really epic to see all 5 of these ladies battle it out. But the fact that we seen Charlotte Flair pretty much sacrifice herself in this matchup just to make sure that Jade Cargill did not win was absolutely freaking epic here, guys. But we would see a surprising outcome, even though B-Fab and Meechin would come out to try to help Jade Cargill, with Charlotte Flair pretty much sacrificing herself to take out B-Fab, Meechin, and make sure that Jade Cargill didn't win. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Your new interim WWE Women's Champion is none other than one of the biggest underdogs in WWE. It's Chelsea Green! Congratulations to Chelsea Green, winning her first WWE Women's Championship title, and what a win, guys. I tell you what, the WWE Universe there was a big pop when she got the victory here for that one. It was absolutely epic, man. I am telling you what, that was probably the match of the night here, guys. And then up next, guys, we would see Danhausen going one-on-one with Dirty Dominic Mysterio in a Human Money's on a Pole match. And that's when we would see JD McDonough of the Judgment Day come out and try to help out Danhausen. And man, you knew Dirty Dominic Mysterio was cursed, but it looked like with JD's help, he was going to win here tonight. But then the Mini-Housens would come in and try to help out Danhausen in this matchup. But JD made easy work of the Mini-Housens, even though they were definitely a pest to JD and Dirty Dom in this matchup. But then, if you say his name and he appears, cause we got to see Joe Hendry. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Hendry would show up and have the back of Danhausen as he would take out JD McDonough with a huge guitar across the back of JD in an epic in an epic matchup and exchange, as we would see your winner, none other than Danhausen! That's right, ladies and gentlemen, very evil, very nice. Danhausen wins his Human Money's on a Pole match here at WWE SummerSlam Night 2. Congratulations to Danhausen. Great to see Joe Hendry on a premium live event helping out Danhausen there. Absolutely freaking awesome, guys. And then coming up next, guys, we would see Penta go one-on-one with Minnesota's own Chad Gable with the WWE Intercontinental Championship on the line. And these two men would tear the house down in US Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, as we would see an incredible one-on-one matchup with Chad Gable giving Penta all that he can handle, and Penta going toe-to-toe giving Chad Gable everything he got, showing no fear as Seto Meadow took Chad Gable to the limit. But ladies and gentlemen, we would see a story of a man who has overcome so much to make WWE history, as we would see Chad Gable become the new WWE Intercontinental Champion! Congratulations to Chad Gable, and your new IC title holder wins his first singles championship in his WWE career, and he does it in front of his family and his hometown crowd here in Minnesota, in Minneapolis. This is awesome. Congratulations to Chad Gable, man. I cried, guys, when I seen this matchup because, man, if you know about the story of Chad Gable, you know that this story means so much to a lot of WWE Universe fans because, man, Chad Gable persevered, he overcame, and he kept grinding. He kept working hard to achieve this goal, and now he's a singles champion in WWE. Congratulations, Chad Gable. Thank you for being an inspiration to many of the fans in the WWE and the WWE Universe. We appreciate you guys, and guys, that brings us to our main event matchup of the evening. And ladies and gentlemen, this would be one hell of a main event here in this one, as we would see Roman Reigns going toe-to-toe here with Seth freaking Rollins with the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. And we would see even Seth Rollins comes out in his Shield promo, or excuse me, video package here as he plays the Shield music, then would burn it down and finally come in with a pretty outlandish ring attire, which we're used to hearing or seeing from Seth freaking Rollins. Is actually pretty freaking cool, to be honest with you guys. And what a win we would see from Roman Reigns! That's right, ladies and gentlemen. After we would see Seth freaking Rollins go toe-to-toe with Roman Reigns all the way to the very end, it would be 4 spears later that Roman Reigns would get the victory to retain his World Heavyweight Championship. Congratulations, as this long rivalry now with Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns looks like it has met its conclusion, and I cannot wait to see what happens next between these two. And man, guys, I think the highlight of the night was definitely KO coming back and winning this WWE #1 contendership match against his former friend Sami Zayn. He was actually the last person he competed against before he suffered that neck injury that's been keeping Kevin Owens out for a very, very long time. So congratulations to KO as he was able to get the victory here over Gunther, Finn Balor, and Sami Zayn, and he now becomes the new #1 contender for the undisputed WWE Championship. So congratulations to Kevin Owens, guys. This matchup here definitely gave it a solid A. I thought all 4 men did very good. Gunther was definitely competitive. Sami Zayn and Finn Balor showed off their stuff, but unfortunately for all 3 of those men, they came up short as Kevin Owens was able to get the victory here in this one. And KO now on the post show. But yeah, guys, I got to give that a grade A matchup right there for that one to help kick us off here on night 2 of WWE SummerSlam. And all right, just finishing things up here, guys, on my WWE show review with my match grades here. Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio. We see Danhausen get the victory and win his human monies on the pole match there against Dirty Dom, despite JD McDonough and the Judgment Day trying to come out and ruin this matchup for Danhausen. This one, guys, I'm going to give a solid B. I thought it was a little sloppy as far as the wrestling goes, but still a very good matchup. We would see Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin for the WWE United States Championship. Congratulations to your new WWE United States Champion, Baron Corbin, that was able to get the victory here over Trick Williams. And guys, this match, I got to give a solid B as well. I thought Little Yachty being involved was kind of weird and honestly didn't make the match that much more exciting, but was still pretty cool. And then, guys, in the women's ladder match here, an incredible matchup, guys, as we would see Chelsea Green defeat Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, Charlotte Flair, and Lash Legend to become the new interim WWE Women's Champion. Congratulations to her. And, guys, this was a grade A match here on Tim Reynolds Show. And then, guys, we would also see Penta versus Chad Gable for the WWE WWE Intercontinental Championship. This match grade definitely gets an A+. It was incredible and so awesome to see Chad Gable become your new WWE Men's Intercontinental Champion. And then, guys, in the main event of Night 2 of WWE SummerSlam, Roman Reigns taking on Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. We would see Roman Reigns retain the World Heavyweight title as he defeats Seth Rollins in a matchup that I'm giving an A+, guys. That's my grade here on Tim Reynolds Show, and this has been my WWE show review for WWE SummerSlam Night 2 here on Tim Reynolds Show, one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. And thank you guys for hanging out here. Thank you, wrestling fans. Thank you, WWE Universe. Please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. Make sure you guys sign up for channel memberships that are now live on my YouTube channel. And guys, thank you for all the love and support. I appreciate you, wrestling fans, and all the WWE Universe fans for hanging out here. Don't forget to check out more of my WWE content and check out my live play-by-plays for WWE Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown here on my YouTube channel, Tim Reynolds Show, until the start of the 2026 NFL season when we'll be going full-time football here on Tim Reynolds Show. So again, guys, thank you so much for showing love and support here on the channel. It's been a great play-by-play, and you guys have a nice night. Appreciate every single one of y'all hanging out with us here on the channel. Don't forget, guys, please to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Big shout out to everybody in the chat who hung out with us here today, and it means a lot, guys, from the bottom of my heart. I just want to say thank you once again for all the love and support you have shown me here. As you see, I'm just a young guy that's trying to push through life and also trying to follow my dream of being a YouTuber, bringing you guys some of the best sports entertainment and sports broadcasting that you have ever heard here on this YouTube channel, and just appreciate you guys riding with me along this journey. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. God bless you guys. We'll peace out, and we'll see you guys next time here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Tim Reynolds Show. Peace out, everybody. Love y'all. God bless.